It's a pile of bulls.
Oh. Okay. Whoa. Thank you for the pile of balls. It's very kind of you. Jeans, good morning. I hope you're doing well. And Shifty, good morning. And Skies, good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. If you're living near me, I hope that you're surviving the heat okay. I am mid. Let me switch over to here. Hello, hi. I'm very tired. But I am middling on the heat. I'm very lucky because I have an air conditioner that I can cool down at least this room, but I can't cool down like the bedroom at night and stuff like that. So and I'm sleeping warm, but I'm not living warm. Hola. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. We are at 180 stickmen coming into stream today. Why haven't you done anything, Jelly? I keep having migraines. Honestly, I just keep having migraines. So I've not been able to do as much off stream as I would like to do. That being said, I do like what we have done. And I've also trimmed this piece of fabric down more into like the shape that I want it to be, because it was very, very horizontal and I kind of want it to be more vertical. So I've trimmed that down so it's a bit smaller now. Yes, we're managing. But once we finish this hoop, we'll have 200. I did start it, and I think that's probably when I got too ill, so I had to stop. But we're getting there. I mean, I say we're getting there. 200 out of 4,000. However, we are getting there. Arguably, that is still progress. Also, I was a bit slow for starting this morning. I don't know if any other seamstresses have this, or tailors, or whatever. Do your needles like static to your scissors ever? Because like, I'll see if I can get it to do it. You see that? Why? Why? Why does this happen? Where like my needles are just like, I could just sort of static them like, yeah, to the why? Why is this a thing? What is this? Because yeah, I was like looking for my needles and I realized they were all attached to my scissors, and I'm not sure what's happened to my scissors to make them magnetic, maybe? Whatever it is, it's like just drawing all of my pins to them. But yeah, I couldn't find any of my needles, and I realized they were all attached via magic. Oh dear, so tired. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm just very sleepy. Oh dear. Do you want to raid the taking a ship people? Of course we do. Wait. You calling me filth, or you calling them filth? Because arguably in this particular case, it's not me. Also, Grobit, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I hope you have been surviving the heat all right, because yeah, it was very warm yesterday. I think it's meant to be quite warm again today, right? I will say though, yesterday I didn't notice it as much, I think because I had a migraine, and I always get really, really cold. Like all of my the bits furthest away from your body, they all get freezing whenever I have a migraine. So it was like 28 degrees yesterday and I was still cold. Which is a fun little side effect. To be fair, in the summer that's not honestly the worst. In the winter it's a pain in the ass because you can just never warm up. But in the summer, honestly there were worse symptoms. That was nice and chilly. But that being said, today, while I am tired, I do not have a migraine, which is a good thing. But like yeah, it does mean that I'm probably going to feel the heat a bit more. It was 29.9 degrees yesterday after stream. Yeah, like when because I was taking temperature readings, I was wearing my coat yesterday indoors, and it's that level of, I don't know why whenever I have migraines I just get freezing cold. And yeah, like literally I wore a coat yesterday, and I'm not even joking. And Shiny was looking at me like I'd gone absolutely mental, and it's like, you don't understand. It makes me feel so cold whenever I have a migraine. Oh dear, like my head will be burning up, but well, I say that though, but it's not. Like my nose will be like ice cold. Like whenever I have a migraine, it's like middle of winter ice cold nose times. And then yeah, my hands and my feet get really, really cold. So I was actually kind of thriving yesterday, can't lie. I was gonna complain, but actually things are okay. It was like, I didn't enjoy the migraine, but not feeling overheated was quite nice. But yeah, no such luck today. Today I am sure I will feel the heat the same as everybody else. Oh dear. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone is doing alright. I mean, I think a lot of people in the UK like warm weather. but when it's like this, when it's sticky and humid, and also if you have to like work or if you have things to do, I feel like not so fun. If you can just go to the beach, like sure, yes, 10 out of 10, love it. But yeah, if you're not doing that, I feel like it's not so much fun. It was only 18? Oh my god, what? The unusual occurrence of us actually having it hotter in Wales than what? That's mad. Also, Magnus, good morning. I will hydrate, you know. I've actually had this cup of tea here for a little minute. A little minute. I am still drinking tea through the heat wave. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. You can't stop me. I'll never stop. Oh dear. I have been drinking more water though, so do not fear. I am being safe. Jellison! Dakoba! Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm very tired. I'm asleep, sleepy bean hours today. It's a tired day. I hope you're doing good. I will say, speaking of doing good, I have ordered the prints. Prints have been ordered. Who knows when they will arrive, but they have been ordered. So progress. I did it. Tea is good. Tea is hacking good. I have also not stopped drinking tea. That is the way. It is the middle of the heat wave, and yet we are all still drinking tea. It's gonna be 31 around 5 p.m. apparently. Oh yeah, that's sounding a little bit more in line with what we're expecting. I think wait, let me have a little look, because it's like 20 here already. But I don't think we're getting that hot later. Wow, where do I live again? Let's not say that aloud on stream. There we go. Oh yeah, for us it's highs of 26 today, and yesterday was definitely warmer, although it looks like this... Wait, is this weekend? Yeah, Saturday looks like it's gonna be really hot. Oh my god. Nice. Oh dear. Yeah, Saturday looks really warm, and yesterday was particularly warm. Today, it's still warm. Like 26 is still hot, but it's not as hot. I could hear the rhythm. Oh no, you know where I live. I doxed myself, damn it. Heck. My bad. I'll pretend you never heard it, yeah? You never saw it or heard it. Somewhere in the ocean, presumably. Yeah, for sure. No, you're right. You're right. Somewhere in the ocean. I kind of wish I was somewhere in the ocean. Although actually, no, I don't. Because it was literally just yesterday I heard how polluted the ocean is right now. And it is basically like swimming. If you swim in the UK ocean or stuff like that, at most beaches, it's like swimming in actual sewage. And it's like, great. Thanks. Thanks, world. I like the beach. I like the beach. I don't want to hear that it's like if you go in the water, it's like raw sewage. No, I don't want to. But I guess this is the truth. I must know so that I don't get in the water. Definitely don't drink the water. Did I say hi? Oh, bless you, Paragon. Good luck. I hope you get some good sleep. Thank you for popping by. But yeah, no, go look after yourself. You need awake brain energy for all of the crafts. Hell yeah. Awake brain energy? Yeah, sure. Oh dear. I don't know why people are so eager to go in the sea in the UK. The water is murky green. Yeah, I mean, I know that we don't generally have the cleanest water anyway. I saw like a report the other day that said it was like it's hitting highs of being bad. And it's like, yay. Wonderful. But I don't know. I just like being in the ocean. I will say I like being in the ocean in other countries a lot more than I like being in the ocean here. I'm not so fussed on the UK ocean, which is probably because of stuff like that. But like, when you're abroad, it's fun, right? Like splishy splashy, cool down, see some fish, maybe. I like, oh, you know what I like? Glass bottom boats. They probably have like a proper name, but I've always, your glass bottom boat, innit? I like a glass bottom boat. I like just seeing. It's cool. Also, sorry, my voice is like, oh. Which is likely because I've had the aircon on so much. It's probably dehumidified this room a little bit. Oh dear, my voice will be like until the end of the heat wave, I guess. Oh dear. I will say though, actually, weirdly, not every stream. There are some streams where I definitely feel a little strained afterwards. But once again, I feel like streaming is coming in clutch for my voice because there have been many days where after I finish stream, I actually feel like I can speak easier than before, which is like, what? No, it should be backwards. Like my throat should be hurting because I've been yelling for like 3 hours. But no, for some reason, I'm having the opposite effect, which is quite often at the moment after stream, I'll like be hacking my lungs up during stream. And then after stream ends, I'm like, oh, Cool. My lungs are clear. Yay. Maybe I should be streaming later in the day. Because if I'm streaming early and then by the time that I'm like, okay, I've finished speaking now, I can actually speak. Oh, imagine if humans had a glass bottom, you'd see all their innards. I mean, some people would like that. I don't know if I want to see like poop going through your digestive system. To be honest, like I would rather not see that. But yeah. I like glass bottom boats though, they're fun. I don't know, it's nice. There was a cool one we did. I can't actually remember where I was on holiday. It would have been one of a few places. But they take you out to like the middle of the ocean. You can just jump into the middle of the ocean. And I'll be honest, I didn't realize how nervous that made me until I did it. Because I was like, oh, everyone's just nervous about because of jumping off the boat, right? Like everyone's just nervous about jumping off the boat. And then I got in the water and I was like, I think the bit that makes me nervous is there's like, I can't get to the bottom. There's no bottom here. Like there's no diving down and finding the bottom. We are so deep that I look in the water with my goggles and I cannot see. I think that's the bit that actually made me nervous. It's like, I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of the ocean particularly. I have a healthy respect for ocean life, but I wouldn't say that I have a phobia of it. But there is definitely a feeling of like, when you can't see the bottom and the ocean is clear, it's just really deep. It's like people were swimming away from the boat and I was like, I will swim, but I will not swim away from the boat. I will stay near the boat. Thank you very much. Because I will like to get out of the water at some point. But it was cool. It was definitely a cool experience. Very humbling as far as like, you feel very, very small. But also, Stormy, thank you for the lurk. I hope your Wednesday is going well. If you're still in Wednesday, I hope that it is going good. Ah, dear. I don't like being in a large body of water. Even in video games, it bothers me. Yeah, it's like weird because like, you know, the ocean was relatively calm. There weren't huge waves or anything. Like I had a snorkel, so like obviously you can't snorkel all the way to the bottom, but I could go under the water and I could see a little bit, right? Where you can kind of just see things that are fish and stuff like that. You can see some fishes, you see seaweed and stuff. You see things, but like you also see like shapes and things moving and light hitting things that you can't see, and it is just like, even though logically you're like, it's unlikely that there is anything dangerous there and it is probably just a shoal of fish or something like that. It's just kind of like, I don't know. At least for me, it gets my heart going a little bit. But there was like, because of the way the glass bottom boat was, there was like, you could swim under the boat and there was an air pocket there, and that was kind of fun. I did like swimming underneath the boat and getting to the air pocket and like hiding in the air pocket and then coming out again. That was fun. Oh dear. Ugh. Water level is the worst part of any. Oh, swamp level, right? Swamp level water. Oh, to be fair though, actually I kind of agree, because you know, like Crash Bandicoot water levels I was never super keen on. But then swamp level, yeah, it's hard, man. That's a difficult toss-up. And why does snorkel sound like a Pokemon? It kind of does. Also, there are bodies in the ocean. You wouldn't want to be in a swimming pool with a dead body. True. Where's the division? I think I try my best not to drink the ocean water, and like, as long as I can avoid drinking it, I don't really mind. God, is that bad? It's like, I don't really mind what I'm swimming with as long as I'm not drinking it. Because I can wash my body, and like I'll often wear the goggles anyway, so it's not getting anywhere close to my eyes. I like to have the mask as well, and then just like swim in that. You do not know Jelly. Please don't introduce me like that. Oh dear. But yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, I think for me it's the not seeing the bottom and not knowing what is there. And I wasn't particularly afraid of anything, and I don't even know exactly what I was afraid of, I guess. Like, I wasn't particularly afraid of any specific thing. It's just like a general kind of uneasiness, I guess. Oh, good morning, Anime. We're talking about being like in the middle of the ocean. So there are things you can do, which I have done, where you get on a boat which takes you to the middle of the ocean where you can no longer see land. Not necessarily the middle of the ocean, but far enough out that you can't see land anymore. So all you see is ocean. And then you can jump off the boat and swim in the middle of the ocean. And I did that on a holiday once. And I don't have a fear of the ocean, and I don't have a fear... again, healthy respect for animals in the ocean, but I wouldn't say that I have, like, a phobia of any of them. But there's just, like, this weird uneasiness, I feel like, that comes with swimming in the middle of the ocean. Oh, dear. I can't swim. That would be a really good choice not to go in the ocean. I would say if you can't swim, jumping into the middle of the ocean might spark fear. I would not advise it personally. Oh dear. I find that scary, but not because I'm scared of the ocean. I'm scared of heights. I don't think... So there were two ways you could get into the ocean. You don't have to jump off the boat. Jumping off the boat was kind of like an optional fun thing you could do, but there was a ladder where you could climb into the water. So not everyone jumped off, especially some of the younger people. They climbed down the ladder to just swim around. I think it was about 5 meters up, so it does feel really high when you're looking down, but like it's not too bad, but like it does feel high. I will not deny it felt high. I actually ran up and jumped off the edge because I wouldn't have been able to just jump while looking. It was easier for me to not see the height before I jumped. Oh, they're not. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're talking about the ocean. We're talking about ocean things. Specifically, swimming in the middle of the ocean away... I keep saying the middle of the ocean. That's not necessarily the best way of putting it. But swimming far enough out that you can't see land anymore. Oh, dear. Scared of the depth. Yeah. Isn't it dangerous if it goes that deep? I would have assumed only professionals would have been allowed. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, as in like jumping off 5 meters is dangerous? Because we weren't swimming to the bottom of the ocean. We were just paddling around on the surface. I was swimming underneath the boat, but like that's as deep as I got. And there was only a few of us daredevils who were like, I want to swim underneath the boat. Swim underneath the boat. It was a glass bottom boat though, so like when you swam underneath the boat, like the people inside could see you, which was cool. So you could wave at them underneath. Felt like a mermaid. Oh dear. Professionals and people with too much money and are like, yes, submarine. Oh dear. There we go. Like if you will end up going too deep. I mean, yeah, it could be dangerous. There was no one really watching us, so I feel like people could have, but like no one did. But I guess at the same time there wasn't anyone keeping an eye. Like, well, they were keeping an eye generally to make sure that everyone wasn't going too far away from the boat, but like, yeah, they weren't really doing anything super much. They just like go into the ocean, jump off into the ocean, swim around a bit, get back on the boat, come back to land. Also, Tenacious, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We are embroidering stickmen. Lots and lots of stickmen. Swimming under the boat is fun. Swimming under the boat was fun. Again, because there was like a little air pocket in the middle, so you could just swim under part of it, get to the air pocket, wave at all the people inside, and then swim back under. I imagine chilling in a boat, having a cocktail, looking down and seeing your face. Yeah, it would be like that. I'd be like, hi, Amy. Awesome fluidity, dude. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Oh dear. We're talking about swimming in the ocean. Swimming in the ocean. Specifically, swimming in the ocean away from the land. Although, I would just take swimming in the ocean as well. You want me to posture check? I'm actually sitting pretty good. Prostate check. Everyone quickly. Can you do that? Yours? Probably. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is this an Under the Sea Little Mermaid theme? No. It's like, wait a minute. Probably no. I am jellyfish. And I have bubbles because I'm jellyfish. God, I'm questioning my whole life now. It's too early in the morning. I'm like, wait, what have I done? But what we are serving is stickmen. Lots and lots of stickmen. They are all upside down for you, but there they are. The reason I normally would have a top-down camera and you'd see what I was doing there, but I need this to be quite close to me. So instead of just like having a top-down cam and not using it, we're doing them as face cam streams. It's not normal for me, but it is what it is. It's easier. Also, Gwyn, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the hydrate. Good morning. Ah, dear. Wait, Dakoba, do you know Gwyn? Or Gwyn? I'm sorry, I think I'm calling you Gwyn, but it's like Gweed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gweed. My bad. Oh dear. You know Dakoba? Hell yeah. Dakoba, I have been watching a lot of Final Fantasy. There's been a lot of Final Fantasy 9 speedruns, like people just starting it for the first time recently, which has been cool. Hell yeah. Good morning, I hope you're doing good. I love singing in the ocean, unless it's blue bottles or blue ring octopus, and then it's a big no. Yeah, honestly fair. Again, healthy respect for the ocean, as in like, you know, I like it. I will not go near the animals. The animals can do their own thing in the ocean. This is a busy day, so I'm gonna go, oh bless you, good luck with your guitar practice. I hope that it goes well. Greed. I'm sorry. I try, I'm not very good. Please do correct me if I am incorrect, which I expect to be. I mean, a lot of people from all over Twitch and Jelly Chat. Really? Hell yeah, it's a melting pot of weird people. But you know what? You are what you eat. So, there's a logic here. Oh dear. Yeah, also because I now have cutscene remover. Yes, I did hear about that. Which, honestly, about time. Although, I do kind of... How to put it? I like the cutscenes. I like seeing it. Ah, yes, I've been taking this GUI to speak of. It's easier to run. But Gwyn and I know each other for... Oh, Baldur's Gate 3! Hell yeah. I have been seeing a lot of people really enjoy that. I am a big fan of D&D, Pathfinder, tabletop in general, but, like, I haven't played Baldur's Gate. And I might one day. It's not one of those ones where I'm, like, really want to do it straight away, but like I'm interested in doing it at some point. Dakoba is senpai? Hell yeah. Dakoba senpai. We like that. You are what you eat, and that's why you eat so much cake. Exactly. See? There you go. Thank you, Shifty. I needed someone to finish that logic for me, and I appreciate it. And what was the last one? Oh, really? Oh my god, you zoomed! Not very heckin' impressive. Hell yeah. Dear. Which I've also been running. Oh, you've been practicing Baldur's Gate. How long is the run? What's your estimated time? How long do you think it's gonna take? Well, Hugo says melting pot of weird people and ask if you meant legit. Yes. Is that where I'm dick potentially? Less than that. Oh, that's speedy. Hell yeah, and no, you are also big speed. Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth and then it's a yeah, you see, you're not wrong. Technically, you can run it in less than 8 minutes, but I do the biggest category. Oh, okay. Dakoba, I want to run a shorter speed run one day. Also, Quee, thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind of you. One day. We're considering, potentially, I'm looking into the Toe Jam and Earl one to see if anyone wants to run that. We played it the other day, and a speedrunner who does it popped into chat and gave us lots of assistance. It was very kind of them. I'm gonna be playing with a couple of other people, and then yeah, maybe. Oh dear. Heckin'. But I still kind of want to do... I'll be honest. I think I mentioned this before, my desire to run Resident Evil 7 Madness, I believe? It's the hard one. Whatever.
Save me from pre-rolls.
Save me! The pre-rolls! Thank you so much. Welcome on in, Zero. I hope you're doing well. For 30... Wait, that's actually 3 years! Oh my god, wait, that's a full 3 years! Ooh! Thank you so much for 3 years! That's very hecking kind of you! What the heck? What the heck? Oh dear, thank you. I hope you're doing well. I hope that your weather is okay. Our weather's been We've had like the wettest summer, and now weirdly September we're having a heat wave. Who would follow you for 3 years? Honestly, questionable and understandable. Yeah, I don't know. Oh dear, I need to get another color. This is also meant to be a light purple, but like because of the color on the, I think because it's a brown background, it looks like just white. It's boring. Oh, white, one light purple. Looks like purple in the back. On the front looks like white. Oh dear. Followers 2 years, 8 months. Oh, you're sneaking up there. That's still a very long time. And still, and I think after 2 years, we need to make, you know, do quite like a quick psych check. Are you doing all right? Do you need to get out? Oh dear. All right, let's count to 10. Yeah, that's 10. Okay, we're gonna do 10 more. I'm not. Oh no. Oh dear. The timeline is weird because it doesn't count the gaps after my sublapses before I knew it. Yeah, like this year I'm going to be throwing everything off because I've unsubscribed to basically everyone leading up to September so that I can resubscribe during September at 25% off. And I've already done that now a couple of times. But it means that it's going to be like weird when it comes to like, oh yeah, because I've lost my consecutive streaks, I guess. So I don't know if that means that it's like 1 month left technically. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't help though. I said I could help, that was a lie. I can't help. I have nothing to offer. Wait, your PC's done? What are you gonna play? What's the first game? First game you're gonna play on new PC? If it is a game. Maybe it's not a game. Maybe you're learning how to, like, I don't know, create movies. Oh dear, I watch your streams to feel more sane about myself in comparison. You know what? Fair. Fair. Understandable. I can't blame you for that. Oh dear, Shifty, thank you for the lurk. I hope that your office doesn't get too warm throughout the day. Fingers crossed. Oh dear. If you're consistently scrubbing up your own skills, exactly. Good clean job. Oh dear, Minesweeper, that's a pretty good one. I do like Minesweeper. Baldur's Gate 3, but I got 3 copies. Oh, you got a free copy of Starfield? Hell yeah! Everyone I know that's played that game has had a really good time with it so far. Again, most of the games coming out right now haven't particularly tickled my fancy, but like it's in some ways that's good because it means that I don't have to avoid people's streams for spoilers. I can actually watch people's streams. Like when Final Fantasy 16 came out, I was like, I'm gonna play that at some point, which means I can't really watch people's streams until I've played it, and that also means either it needs to come out on Steam or I need to own a PS5, and like that ain't happening anytime soon. So I just avoided everyone's streams for like a month. Ah, dear, thank you. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Ah, dear. Well, look at Starfield today. I think everyone I know that's played it has had a really good time with it. So I'm assuming you'll have it. Your brother will have a good time with it. Oh, so Penguin, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Ah, dear. What's the quote? Porn jazz. Nice. Yeah. I mean, that is kind of a genre, though, right? Like porn jazz. Ah, dear. Okay, you've lost me. Damn it. Dawn dish soap. Wait, is that a brand of... Oh, is that a brand of dish soap, perhaps? Oh, dear. Yeah, I want to get... every time I watch someone's speedruns, I'm like, damn, I want to do that again. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. But at the same time, I'm like, I also want to do this. Yesterday, I practiced... I'm learning frame-by-frame animation. And when I was feeling a bit better yesterday afternoon, I learned how to make like a bouncing ball, and I'm very proud of it. It's very simple. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Saxophone. Oh, there you are. Oh, actually, thank you, Nightbot. Heads up, Discord users. Discord mobile is a hacking teeny tiny bit glitchy. I think a lot of people already knew that. But just so I talk to people in this community about it, sometimes when a new channel is made, for some reason if you're on mobile, you won't have access to seeing it, even though you should have access. I don't know why it's happening, but it happened in my Discord, and it's also happened in the Boobtober Discord, where people have just not had access to certain channels, and it will just appear as no access to them. So far, the only way that I know that you can fix it is to switch to desktop, and I'm very sorry, it's not a good fix, but it's also not a problem on my end, it's a problem on Discord's end, so it's just kind of, we have to wait for them to fix Discord mobile. But yeah, if you're seeing, like, for instance, the birthday channels on my Discord, or like honestly half of the servers on the Boobtober Discord, if you can't see them and they are saying no access, first of all, double check that you should have the role to see that. Like, for instance, if you haven't set your role, there's a chance that you might not see them anyway, because there are certain role specific channels. But also, maybe try switching to desktop because yes, mobile, it hates Discord apparently, and I don't know why. But yeah, there you go. Sorry, I did do an announcement, but I do think it's better just to mention it on stream as well, because I have had a couple people messaging me, and I don't want people to think that I've just like blocked them from half of the Discord. That's not the case. It's definitely not me. It is 100% Discord, I'm afraid. Yep. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Good morning, I hope you're doing well. I shall do that in just a second. Let me catch up. I never working gaming PC till this day. I've been actively ignoring Starfield stuff because I didn't think I'd actually get to play it. Oh, but now you're just gonna go in blind, which is kind of a good way of doing it, actually. Crazy. Oh, do you have I do have Animal Crossing music. Is it a little quiet? I can turn it up a little bit for you if you want the Animal Crossing vibes. There you go. It has to do with the cache, so I need to close the app and clear the cache and open it again. I think there was an update, so maybe that could help, but I don't know. For me, it fixed itself. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass because obviously we have a lot of people. I mean, this is no offense, but who are a bit newer to Discord, and suddenly they can't see channels, and you get message from people like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I think I've done something, and I can't view any of the channels." And it's like, it's not you, it's Discord. And like, I rather than giving you more complicated advice, just go to desktop and it will fix it. Like literally. It's the quickest fix. I'm sure clearing the cache is like something that people could do, but and it might fix it for some people. But yeah, whatever. Discord, am I right, guys? Oh dear. To be fair, Discord on desktop I haven't really had any issues with, and I actually quite like it. But yeah, Discord mobile does. Like, I was googling it to see if there were like reported problems similar to what I said, and like I was finding. And I found so many problems. Like it's like, yes, this is a problem, but there's also like 20 other similar problems as well on Discord mobile, and you're like, oh my god. I love you, Discord, but please fix your mobile stuff. Like, if you have this many people complaining about things, and like so many people backing it up as well, being like, yep, that's also an issue for me. Yep, that's also an issue for me. It's like when you look for a website to be like, oh, is Twitter down? But it's just down all the time. All the time, every day. It's never not down. Oh dear. Just got an email for Twitter to go sell to me because there's a discount, but I can't because I don't have a credit card. I think for me it's PayPal. It's probably one of those things so that it's different from country to country, right? Like I use PayPal, and that's not because I also, to be honest, don't have a credit card. So I never have. So like if Twitch was only through credit card, I also wouldn't be able to do it. But yeah, I've never had, again, probably it's a country thing, which would be really silly, Twitch, I swear to God. But yeah, no, I've never had that issue. Oh dear, where it's like, oh. Thankfully. Oh dear. PayPal is the worst. Nah. Only because I agree that there are problems I have with PayPal and the support is not always the best. But there's a lot of safety nets with PayPal, which they can be a pain in the ass if you're on the receiving end of it, but can actually help you if you're in a bind. So, yeah, nah, both. Oh dear, I have an account that I can't get into because I have a new phone number due to switching countries. I can't contact customer support because I need for login. See, that's weird because I've had similar issues where like things have changed and I've had to sort it out. And I just go to call their customer service line. Maybe it's because I'm very phone orientated. I go straight for phone. I'm like, if I can phone you, I will phone you because I'm a chatty person. Listen, put me on a phone. I will chat for you. It's all good. And I prefer that to like messaging because you can't read someone through messaging, whereas when you're in a call with them, you can kind of tell what they're thinking a little bit more. And I guess it's not so important for things like customer services, but I still like to know. I just don't want people to be angry at me for not knowing how to fix my own stuff. And sometimes because it's like you can't really tell what people's emotions are over text. It's like, well, what if they're angry at me? What if the customer service people are mad at me because I can't fix my own problem? Yeah. Also, it doesn't help that I'm pretty bad, like my eyesight's pretty bad, so reading is not, I mean, I think most people here already know this, but reading is not my forte. I try very hard. Oh dear. Not credit card either, but I'm able to use my debit card. Yeah. Yeah, because for me, technically, it would be debit card that I'm using on Twitch. I just, you know, it says fill in your credit card, but you just fill in debit card because it's the same thing. I think, right, actually, wait, am I wrong? Sorry, 2 seconds. I need to find someone I'm not subbed to and see what it does. Because I don't want to be given weird misinformation. Oh, okay, wait, does this count as a resub? Is that fine? Oh, no, I think I might need to go from scratch. Who have I never subscribed to? Have I ever? No. Oh, God. No, I've definitely subscribed to you before. Have I ever subscribed to you? Yes. Help. 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 There you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have that as well. I can either use debit, credit, or PayPal. Yeah. Oh dear. It is not the same thing. No, I know it's not the same thing, but I mean, it's the same screen, I guess. Please excuse me. English is my only language. Ah, dear. Yeah, you fill out the information the same. That's what I meant, is like, it's the same screen. Like, yeah. Yeah, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Welcome. Ah, dear. We are doing stickmen again. I'm also still kind of thinking of like how deep the ocean is. How deep is the ocean? Actually, do we know how deep the ocean is? I feel like there's so much about the ocean we don't know. We must know how deep it is. How? It's at least 12 foot. I agree. How deep is it the Mariana Trench? The Mariana Trench. No, the Mariana Trench. That's the deepest part. I'll just put deepest part of the ocean though. Ooh, okay, we do know it's 11,022 meters deep, which is quite a lot of people. There's a lot of people to stand on top of each other. It's Mariana's Trench. Mariana's Trench has a deep bit, yeah. Wait, I could put where is the deepest part of the ocean? Where? It's the southern end of the Marianas Trench. That's kind of what I thought. I thought the deepest bit was in there. Mariana Trench. Wait, is it not Mariana? Oh, no, that's Marinara. Okay. Excuse me, I'm getting very confused. Yeah, it's the Mariana Trench has the deepest part. Which is very cool. Very cool. Have we gone there? I'm gonna assume no. There's like, must be intense. Maybe like a robot's gone there, but not us. It's called something wistful and mysterious. James Cameron went there. James Cameron went there? What, to the deepest part of the ocean? Wait. Where did James Cameron dive? Ooh. Oh my god, wait. But if the Marianas Trench at the deepest point is 11,022 meters, he got to 10,898 meters. I mean, he got very, very deep. But if he'd gone like a couple hundred meters deeper. No, it's still very, very impressive. Oh dear. Without a submarine? Oh. Oh dear. To be fair, he isn't a submarine. I mean, that is still very impressive. That's very, very deep. Oh dear. People not die? Maybe. But apparently no, because I think he's still alive, right? The deepest part might be around. Oh, true. Yeah, it might be like too small for a submarine. That's actually very smart. Very fair. It probably is too small for the whole submarine. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess it's just because like, oh yeah, I just seen that. It's like, it's so close. But yeah, no, it's probably just somewhere they couldn't access. Or again, like a silly small crack or something. Isn't there like another really deep part of the ocean? Like, I feel like there's another hole somewhere. Which is like a column that goes straight down that's really deep. Deep ocean column? I feel like there is a bit. The cola board, no. Deepest hole ever drilled, it's not that. That is cool though, to be fair. I didn't know about that. That is cool. No, it's like a place where people actually do dive. And it's like it's known for being quite dangerous to dive there, to be fair, but it's meant to be insanely deep. Really deep parts of the ocean. 10 deep parts of the ocean. There you go. This might be it. One of these. All right. So obviously we have the Mariana. These are all trenches though. I feel like it wasn't a trench, but it makes sense that it must be a trench. Right? You know what I mean, but it's nowhere near the trench. No. It's nowhere near the trench. This is a different thing for sure. Did this stop in the bill because it got too hot? I mean, that would make sense. And thank you for the hick. It's like a hole. You can dive in it. I know that. Deep diving? Maybe. Is it the blue hole that I'm thinking of? Wait, let me Google this. Yeah, it is. This is as soon as I see the picture, I'm like, that's what I'm thinking of. So it's really. Let me get a picture of it on stream. The reason I was like, I can't think of it, but it's very striking if it is what I'm thinking it is. Where it's like you see it and you're like, oh, I think it's that one. And yeah, isn't there like loads of bodies at the bottom of? God. Oh dear. Where is this? Egypt? Maybe. I think. Somewhere around there. Apparently there's more than one blue hole. There's more than one blue hole? Oh god. But why are there so many blue holes? I guess it makes sense that they'd be blue because they're all ocean. Ah dear. Oh, okay. Dragon hole in the Caribbean. I think it's the Great Blue Hole that I'm thinking of. But yeah, no, there are several blue holes. What the heck? Oh my god, all these blue holes. I was gonna get a picture, but I just can't stop looking at all of these holes. Oh my god. They're so fancy. Blows. Cleo, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. What about my hole? Is this yours? You own this? It's very impressive. Do you watch One Piece? Nah. Nah, I'm gonna be a forever disappointment there, I think. Oh dear. There's one very famous one, but there are multiple holes, which is impressive. Well done, blurs. Was like, now I just like, oh, take care. Thank you so much for popping by, Cleo. But yeah, get some good Z's. We're just looking at blue holes. I wanna get a picture of it up for stream though, for anyone who is not also looking at blue holes like me. This was the one that I was thinking of. So I will get this image for you because this was the one that I imagined. Browse. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, there it is. Nice. Look at this. You see what I mean? Like, isn't it proper striking? Like, that's a blue hole right there. Like, isn't it cool? Ah, dear. I think they are quite dangerous to dive in because they do just go straight down and they're very, very deep. Oh yeah, those things. Yeah. They're cool, but I think they're quite dangerous. Oh dear, but it's so cool. Like, it's just a hole. It's just a hole. Oh dear, if you shrunk the air down to the size of a pool ball, it'd be smoother than said pool ball. Nice. Hell yeah, let's do it, Dakota. Let's do it. I believe. We should shrink the earth. Oh dear, must be one of the beginning. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I've never really looked into why they exist. I just knew that they did. Beautiful, but also no thank you. Yeah, honestly, very fair, Cat. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I think I'm there with you on that one. It's like, it's very beautiful, but I'm okay. Every hole is a goal. Even these ones? Like, I feel like, aren't these, I feel like these are dangerous, right? For diving in, because you can dive in these, right? But I think they're quite dangerous. If I do blue hole diving, okay. Yeah, like someone's saying like hundreds of divers have died in them. But it does seem like, yeah, so it attracts divers of all kinds, which means that not everyone is suitable for that. Oh dear. The blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue, like him. Oh, true, Cleo, true. Does do watercolor streams? I think it is just it's a higher level of skill required for diving there, but because it's so famous, a lot of lower level divers go there because it's famous. Yeah. Dee dabba die, dabba 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 dee dabba die. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, 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 dabba dee dabba die. All right, so also yes, decompression sickness seems to be like a big one where people are coming up too quickly, which I guess if you are in a column might be quite easy to do. So again, I think it just has to do with it being a deep diving spot, and it's meant for people of a higher qualification level, but because it's so famous, people of a lower qualification level go there, and then, you know. It's just unfortunately one of those things where a spot gets famous, and yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, bye, take care! The thing that scares me is cave diving with the skill, super tight gaps. I have done, not through diving, I've done caving a few times. I've done some letter boxes and stuff. It is nerve-wracking. And there was clearly a point in my life where I was a little bit more daredevilish than I am now, because I feel like that sort of thing would make me quite anxious now, but like back then I was like, I'll go first. Let me go do it. I'm ready. Oh dear. Oh. Right, I remember why this one's so famous. I have just seen it. A diver died in the blue hole whilst filming it. So they were at a much deeper than they intended to be. They weren't controlled in their descent, and I believe they ran out of air, and they filmed the whole thing, and the film was, I believe, recovered, and yeah. So the whole thing is, you can see it as it happens, and that's what made that one so famous, is because that you'd never seen that before. It's like, because it's someone dying of air loss, they go through panic hallucinations, and it's all on film, if a memory serves. So yes, it's obviously a very tragic death. Like that's not a joking matter. That's probably why it became partially so famous, though, because that's, I guess, footage you'd never normally see. It's like such a unique, unusual thing to happen, that someone happens to be filming while also having these incidents. That yes, it's unfortunate when things like that give these nature places more notoriety, but at the same time, like, respect for the dead. Yeah. Oh, they're very scary, very scary. I mean, there's a lot of things about the ocean that are terrifying. I think the ocean is really, really cool in general. Like, I'm a big fan of like ocean things. I think there's a lot of really, really cool stuff going on in there. But it is also very different. It's very, like, the more you hear, I feel like almost the scarier it is. Like, the more you understand, the more you're like, oh. I think out of all of the things in the ocean, though, the bit that gets me the most is actually the bends, or decompression sickness. When you come up too fast, and like, that's terrifying. Like, just getting out of the ocean is like, can just kill you. Like, what the heck? Someone needs to nerf the ocean. That's too strong. How dare? They're literally just getting out of the ocean can kill you. Like, that's terrifying. I think that's always the bit that scares me the most. Dear Callius, good morning. I hope you're doing well. we might have guessed we're talking about the ocean. We aren't ocean babies, so naturally we are afraid of it. It is very scary. Looking real crafty today, thank you. We're doing stickmen. I am doing a stickman for every single follower. So I'm going, because we recently hit 4,000 followers. So I am embroidering 4,000 stickmen, and I'm nearly at 200. Look at all the stickmen. look at all these stickmen. We got so many stickmen. Oh dear. So getting there. Oh dear. Very exciting. There must have been trouble. It probably was. It was probably very upsetting. Ocean Chan too powerful. Ocean Chan far too powerful. Please nerf. Week-long rage rate. Wait, yeah, Callis. I think I might have sent you a DM about that, just because there were some people that I was like, I'd like to personally invite. There's no pressure, but I think if you want more information, you should have some little links. Oh my god, you're gonna do 4,000? Yeah, I'm gonna do 4,000. It's one for every person. I can't do 3,999 because then somebody is getting missed out, and that's not fair. So we're doing every single one of them. It's gonna take a while. I originally was going to try and do this in one stream, can you believe? And then we timed how long it took to embroider one, and it was like, not sure about that one. So yes, it's a longer project now, but I'm having a good time with it. It's actually quite easy because I do 20 in a hoop, and then I could just count up in 20, so I'm not losing count too much. I also want to make sure that it is decompression sickness that I'm thinking of, right? Decompression sickness is the one where you come up too quickly, I think. Decompression sickness. I'm like fact check myself really quickly. Yeah. By divers who call it the bends, yeah, because I was like, I've always thought of it as the bends, but I don't think that that's the official name. That's what I've known as. And yeah, like that decompression sickness is so scary to me. I think that's the bit that scares me the most. It's not the animals, it's not the unknown, it's not like the ocean currents, it's decompression sickness. That decompression sickness terrifies me. I think that's the bit. I don't think I could do diving specifically because of the fear of that. I've achieved rising. Oh, delicious. Hecking delicious. Yes, it is. It's also known as diver's disease. Yeah, it's like that's horrible. Yeah, so for anyone who, I can read it out for anyone who doesn't know what decompression sickness is. It's a condition that results when too rapid decompression caused by nitrogen bubbles to form, or causes nitrogen bubbles to form in the tissues of the body. It's suffered particularly by divers who often call it the bends or diver's disease, and it can cause pain in the muscles and joints, cramps, numbness, nauseas, paralysis, and death. Yeah, it's pretty awful. And I remember, so I used to watch, when I was little, I used to watch a lot of documentaries about the ocean because I really liked the ocean, and I was like, I want to learn more about it. And whenever I was ill, my parents would be like, well, we'll set you up by the television and you can like watch whatever documentaries you want, kind of thing. So that I'd still be watching something, I guess, mildly educational. And I used to love it because there was a lot of documentaries that I really enjoyed. And yeah, I really liked ocean ones. And I remember pretty vividly watching this ocean documentary where they were filming, and then everything stops because one of the cameramen has got the bends and has got to the surface and is showing symptoms of the bends, and the panic on everyone's face as like, and it's like burnt into my brain of how afraid I am of the bends, is like part of the camera crew came up too fast and was just getting progressively sicker, and luckily they got to the boat because yeah, they were pretty bad, but like, oh my god, just like remembering, because like obviously there, you know, with television there is often some extra drama added, but it felt like in that moment there was no drama added, and it was like such a short bit of film as well, where like they were like, oh, so and so, we're a bit worried about them, they're doing this, they're showing this, we think they might have got the bends, we just need to do this, and immediately the cameras turned off. They're like, we're not filming this. And it was like the dramatics from how panicked everyone looked to immediately stopping filming. I fast track to phobia for me, that is. Oh my god, that was heckin' terrifying. Oh dear. Yeah, I never forget that. Oh. Not that I was, you know, a scuba diver as a child, funnily enough. So it's like, I guess it's not like a situation that I necessarily was about to come across or anything, but still. What's scary to me is explaining more space in our own oceans. Like, yeah, like, well, it's difficult to get to a lot of the places, isn't it? Like, they're just not very human accessible, which I guess in some ways is maybe not a bad thing. Like, we've seen what humans have done to the Earth. It's not all great. So maybe it's like a good thing for the ocean that we can't get to some of those spots, but yeah, so much of the ocean we know nothing about. I mean, every year we're discovering new creatures. Then we are, let's discover more than space. I think probably not space, but like, but then I remember there was a category of like we've discovered more of something than the ocean, but I can't remember what it was. There's something, but I don't remember it. Oh dear. Mars and the moon and the oceans. Yeah, maybe it's like that, like smaller scale. There's definitely something, because there is that comparison that you already see when it comes to talking about the ocean, where we know about more about so-and-so than we do about oceans. But I mean, I do think there's a lot of funny stuff in the ocean as well. I do think as much as the ocean is kind of a spooky place, it's also kind of a derpy place. If you see some of the weirdest looking things in there, and it's like, huh, why? Why have you evolved like this? What is the reasoning that you look like this? I didn't think of one of the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space. Listen, no, it is a long way to the chemist, and you'll never, that's a long walk. To be fair, it used to be a longer walk. It used to be like a 45-minute walk there and a 45-minute walk back. So every time I needed to pick up a prescription, it'd be like an hour and a half if there was no queue, which there normally was. Oh my god. Like, let me just do a 2-hour trip to the chemist. Love that. 10 out of 10. We've moved now and we are much closer, thankfully. That was a big thing when we were looking for a house. It's like, let there be a chemist, at least relatively close by. Closer by than that. Because, oof, like when you're not feeling well and you're like, I have to pick something up, and you know that your only chemist is that far away and also always has a queue, it's like, I'll just die at home, it's fine. I don't need things that badly. Okay, let's see. What are we up to? There's a 4 there, and a 5, and a 6. And then 2. So that's 17, which means we need 3 more. Hell yeah. It's also, actually, quick temperature check. It is getting warm in here, but how warm is it? Oh, no, no, that's baby temperature. We don't need baby temperature, we need house temperature. It is 28.5. It does feel toasty. I think soon I will put the air conditioner on. Air conditioner? Wait, is that what it is? Is it air? Wait, sorry. Please excuse me, I have not slept very much. Is AC air conditioner? Wait, air conditioning sickness? What? What? I think it's showing me this because I just looked up, like, diving sickness. What? What? Wait, air conditioner can make you ill? How so? Wait, sorry, I'm new to having an air conditioner. What? Oh, it's if it's dirty. Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say, like, what? Of all the things to make you sick, air conditioners can make you sick? No. Only it looks like dirty air conditioners if they've got stuff in them. That makes more sense. How much is that in babies? Let me see. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 28.5, wasn't it? 28.5. It's 83.3. Yeah, 83.3 in Fahrenheit. Is that okay? I think. I don't know, maybe. I think that's right. I really don't know very much about Fahrenheit, so I could be wrong, but I'm gonna assume that's okay. I think I'd perish without aircon. I got aircon for my birthday, a very, very early birthday present, and I paid for half of it because aircon's expensive. But yeah, I asked for my birthday if they would mind helping me out with the second half of the payment, because it's like I can buy it in half, but I can't buy the whole thing. And they were like, yeah, that can be your birthday present. And I was like, perfect. So I had my birthday present much earlier this year, because my birthday is not till next month. But yes, worth it. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. It's been great. Oh dear. I will say we've had a very cold summer, but like I also won't complain. Wait, where did I put my needle? Oh, there it is. On the desk. Oh dear. Tisa, welcome on in. We've been talking about the ocean. The ocean and the cool things and the scary things. Oh. There's a lot. I think a lot of people have like, I want to say like at least a mild fear of the ocean, even if you can like swim and stuff, right? I think that's a pretty common phobia of like something ocean related. I think for me, it'd probably be the thing I'm most scared of is like diving too deep. The thing is, I'm never gonna get to the point where I dive too deep. My ears pop in the deep end of the pool. Like there's no way I'm getting accidentally diving that deep. Dear. But yeah, I think that's the thing that gets me. I'm not so worried about, I guess if I saw a jellyfish, because I can't identify jellyfishes on the fly for the most part. Like there's some I can, but the majority I definitely can't. I think if I saw like a jellyfish that I didn't recognize, I'd be quite nervous. Or like if you see like a really small jellyfish and it's like bugger, because it's the little ones, the bad ones, I'd probably be very anxious. I have a selfie respect for the ocean, but as a Dutchman, it's my obligation to push it back. Wait, so that you don't have a healthy respect? Wait, or do you mean like to physically push the ocean away? I mean, impressive. Can you teach me, an English woman, how to do that? How can I respectfully push the ocean away from me? How do you pick up the ocean and move it somewhere else? We physically push it? I want to physically push it. How could one learn how to physically push said ocean? Oh dear. How is it like you have to be strong? Use of dice. Oh, I see. Like moving it around. I see. Fair. Oh dear. So not with your hands then. The only jellyfish I know well is the blue bottle because they are evil. See, the first jellyfish I came across were moon jellyfish. We sometimes get them around in the UK. So like if you see a jellyfish in the ocean, like I still wouldn't pick it up or anything, but like a lot of the time it's a moon jellyfish, which are like completely harmless. And you get those, you can get them in Wales, you get them off the coast of England. I think you can get them in Scotland as well. Like there's a lot of places around the UK you can get moon jellyfish and they're completely harmless. And then I saw a much, I do not know what, but I remember it was a jellyfish that stung, but we must have gotten lucky, but like, it was a big jellyfish. This wasn't in the UK though, because we don't really get them here. If I type in like big jellyfish that makes small blue jellyfish. Images? No, it doesn't look like these. It was big. Remember that. I wasn't anywhere really that near it, but the ocean was clear enough that you could just sort of see it. It was on its own as well, so it wasn't like in a big group. It was just one big jellyfish. I don't know. I'd have to maybe ask my family. I was a kid when I saw it, so like my child memory is probably not as good as them. But they probably would remember well, they have a better chance of remembering what it was than I do, probably. But yeah, that would have been the second jellyfish I saw. And I just remember it being really, really big. Maybe Ponyo was inside? I bet they were. I'd hide in that if I was Ponyo. Did anyone have the plan? Biggest dam yet from the... I do not. Thanks to smart Dutch people would practically have to make it now. Hell yeah! That would be cool. I'd be up for it. I don't remember it, but I'd be up for it. Oh dear. I really want to remember what this one is now. So we have 5k? I don't think so. Also, good morning, Runa. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I've actually trimmed the piece of fabric now so that it's a little bit like closer to the size that I wanted it, because it was like wearing a blanket before, which like I would do, I would do in the winter, but not in the summer. And definitely not in 28.5. I'm actually dealing with it surprisingly well. It does feel hot. I can feel the heat in here. But like, I also don't feel like I'm entirely dying. I will, actually though, I'm going to put the aircon on because if it gets hotter, then I will feel like I'm dying. Let's preempt that. Oh dear. And again, you might hear like a little buzzing in the background. It's just aircon. It's just aircon, I'm sorry. I'm okay, how are you? I'm okay. It's toasty. It's toasty at the moment. We're having a... Everything all right? Everything okay? Okay. Sorry, I was making some beep, 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 beep noises. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm not going to make beep, beep noises. Ah, dear. No, it's warm, but other than that, it's all right. It's just, I don't know. I'm British. I don't deal with the heat that well. But I'm very stereotypical. The heat makes me feel a bit tired and sleepy, and it tends to give me the migraines. Like I think most people with migraines get them in the heat. That's pretty common. That's what it is. I mean, I get them anyway. So, the UK made their intention pretty clear that they didn't want to play with the rest of me. I know, but I did. Listen, just because other people in Britain didn't want to, I do. I still want to be around the rest of Europe. Oh dear. Every time I've been somewhere else in Europe, I've had a lovely time. Oh dear. Wow. There we go. Speaking of Europe, we're very early, but George was telling me the other day about a streamer that they found that does like a load of karaoke with Eurovision songs. And we were going over all of our Eurovision faves again, and now all of my recommended YouTube videos for like music again are all Eurovision, which I'm not mad about. I'm definitely not mad about it. I like that. I'm a big fan of Eurovision, so for me that's fine. But whenever I go on on YouTube now, it's like, ah yes, Eurovision. Good. I'm excited to see what they do next year. Next year is the 50th anniversary of ABBA winning Eurovision, and they're holding it in Sweden, which definitely wasn't planned. Like, wow, what a coincidence. But I am excited to see what they do with it, to be fair. All sarcasm aside, hopefully next year will be really fun. Oh, no, I don't do well with the hot either. Yeah, it's like, it just makes me really sleepy. I feel I can't eat very well when it's this hot either. Like, I just don't fancy eating anything. What a coincidence, totally unplanned. I'm still mad at the judges. It should have been Finland. Cha-cha-cha. Oh my god. It was, yeah, I mean, it's a good example of why we shouldn't have because the judges make it so political, and it's like, and obviously I wouldn't say that it was as political. No, it was. Germany was still last, but like, yeah, I wouldn't say that it was so much politically, but they obviously had an agenda where, like, with not being rude, because like I actually really quite liked the Sweden entry. I said when I first heard Sweden's entry that I actually quite enjoyed it. It was probably one of my favorite ballads. It wasn't my favorite ballad, but it was one of my favorites. So like I wouldn't feel bad about them doing well if it hadn't been such a skewed audience vote comparatively to the judges' votes. It's like oh dear. I would like to move somewhere where 35 degrees is not a normal temperature in the summer. I would actually like to experience, okay, call me crazy, but I've heard so much about how hot it gets from like Jords and stuff like that in Australia and stuff. I would actually like to go to Australia in their summer and experience it. Just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit, you know? I want to give it a go. Be like, you know, is it really that bad? Because I bet it is, but I want to feel that. I would like to try suffering in Australia for a little bit, you know? That's my thought. Because I've heard so much about it, I'm just like, yeah, I want to give that a go. Yeah, no shade to Loreen or the song, she did great, but the judges got it wrong. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like when you skew so far ahead from the public vote to the judges, and again, especially because a lot of people knew that it was Sweden's 50th anniversary of ABBA winning next year, it's like, it does just feel very planned. It felt like it didn't matter who we voted for, that Sweden would always have won. And it's not a nice feeling, especially because in most countries you pay to vote. So like, you're paying to vote, but then also it doesn't matter who you vote because Sweden was always going to win. And it's just like not a very nice feeling. Again, maybe it'd be different if votes were free, but they're not, you pay. Oh dear, it definitely is that bad, but we also like complaining about it. Yeah, we like complaining about it too, to be fair. We have that in common. We also love to complain. Dear. Yeah, I like Tattoo. I thought it was a nice song and I did enjoy it. And I honestly, I actually really liked her costume. The set was a bit weird, but the costume I really liked. Like in all of the same like shade, but like all of that texture. I thought it was really cool. The one other than Cha Cha Cha, which obviously I loved, the one that I've actually listened to, I want to say, the most since Eurovision is Czech's entry, My Sister's Crown. I ended up just loving that song, and like it's got such like a bittersweet, eerie feeling to it, and I just really liked it. I don't know. I just that was my like. I liked it when I first heard it, but weirdly, like that's the one I want to say that I've listened to the most outside of like Cha Cha Cha. It's probably actually been Czech's. I do still like Austria's Po Po Po. He did also like Norway's Queen of the Kings was good. Ukraine's entry I liked, but it didn't stick with me as quite as much as the Kalush Orchestra, to be honest. Kalush Orchestra was just perfect. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I will. Complaining about the judges is tradition. That is true. That is also tradition. I love the Czech entry. Also, the slow version they released is very nice. It's such a good, I don't know. There's like a vibe to that song. It's just really nice. Oh, Belgium. I liked Belgium's Because of You. Yeah. That one was good too. That was a good vibe. Lots of history intertwined with it. I kind of love it when countries do that, adding like a lot of countries do it every now and again where they add like some of their own culture, unless you're France, in which case it's every single year. No, I'm joking. We love you, France. Oh, speaking of France, okay. I didn't mind their entry this year, and last year it was like, I didn't know if I liked it or disliked it, but France's 2021 entry, I still listen to that one sometimes. Voila was such a good song. I really enjoyed that entry. Oh. I think because it came out the same year as Shum and also obviously Manskin winning, and they were both very popular, I think it kind of got a bit overshadowed. But France's entry in 2021 was like actually you don't see that many like that much emotion, and it was like it felt like she was yelling at you by the end of it. Like it was so good. It was such a good like overall song and performance. Just love that one. Oh dear. All right. By the way, we hit 200. I did it subtly in the background, and I do need to make note of it, but I have now done 200 stickmen. Let me just write that down so that I don't lose track. There we go, 200, done. Excuse me. There we go. Oh. That's 200 stickmen. We're getting there. Hell yeah. Look at all of our stickmen. We have all this to do. But we're getting there. We've got a couple of hundred to start. Alright. I do actually want to start folding this over and pinning it, because otherwise there's just a lot to like hold up. And if I had it folded over nice and neatly at the top, it'll help me keep things, hopefully, fingers crossed, nice and neat as we go down. I mean, I don't think it matters too much. I want it to be neat for me, but like it doesn't really need to be that neat. It is, after all, just a silly stickman drawing. Neatness is not the most important part of it, but I am going to pin it back a little bit, and then that way, hopefully it'll just be a bit easier to line things up. There we go. And I don't catch myself with the pins constantly also. That'd be nice too. There we go. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you for the luck knot. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. Getting closer to the middle. Hell yeah. We folded over a couple now. Next. We keep going. Yeah, it's been kind of badly timed migraines recently, because honestly, it would have been nice to just crack on with this like in my downtime. And I think in all the downtime I've had over the last week, I've had migraines, which is likely just because it's gotten really hot. And like, that's kind of what happens when it gets warm. But yeah, I've been behind because of it. Or I've been very behind, honestly. It's also taken longer. I think as well, you forget that like, even if you can do things relatively quickly when you're not live, when you're live, everything takes 10 times longer. You just forget. It's easily done. All right. Let me just move my mouse a little bit because it's getting hit with the fabric and I don't want to accidentally like scroll my mouse and then end stream. That'd be a bit embarrassing. Okay, I think we're good on you for just a moment. I might need you a little bit more later. Because I'm only like an hour into my stream. I don't want to be overheating 1 hour in. I mean, it do kind of be like that sometimes, but yeah. Me doing half-life projects myself nowadays, it's like, do I need to be a perfection on this? No. Yeah, it's difficult to get out of the mindset though when you've been like making things either for other people or for like competitions and stuff. I think it's very easy to get into the mindset of like, it must be perfect. Everything must be perfect. And then you realize actually no, it doesn't need to be perfect because I am making this for me and for a fun little challenge and there is no need for perfection in this particular case. Oh dear, that's kind of nice. I like it. Oh dear. Yeah, I've also been behind the scenes. I talked about this before, so oh actually wait, I haven't talked about it live though, have I? Chromacore has released their yearly roundup video and both me and Anime Boy Stars made it into the video and I was very chuffed and it was very sweet and they said a lot of really nice things. It was really nice. For those who aren't aware, Chromacore is like a yearly art challenge. It's an annual art challenge, very similar to Inktober, but it's a bit more specific. So the people that give the prompts, it's one person that runs it, but they collect prompts from other people in the industry, which means that you're getting prompts that are very similar to what you would get if you were working in lots of different artistic industries, whether it be concept artists, storyboard artists, stuff like that, graphic designers, different logo designers and stuff. So you get lots of prompts from people who actually work in the industry as some form of artist. And so they're very specific prompts a lot of the time. But what it means is if you complete every single prompt, by the end of the like month-long challenge, you have a portfolio and you can use that. And so over the summer, you can help build yourself a portfolio. It's a really, really cool idea. I like it a lot. It is finished for this year. That's why we were doing all those embroideries. Those were all for Chromacore. But Chromacore has now released its yearly roundup. And basically it just goes over the people that are competing, which wasn't me. I was not one of the people competing. I was just doing it for funsies. But then at the end of the video, they highlight some of the people that did it for fun. And both me and Anime got highlighted. And it was very, very, very sweet. Very hecking wholesome. So yeah, I'm honestly excited. I've already started, by the way, Anime designing my cadet for next year. I was like, I want to go like a little bit less human next year, because this year I went very, very humanish. And after seeing everyone else's, I'm like, I don't need to go human. I could do something a bit more fun. So I have like a little gremlin in my brain that I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to be like a little gremlin. A little spooky, spooky gremlin. So sweet. I love the ending. Oh my god, yeah, the ending collab was so good. No, I already know too. I know. It's like, oh my god, I wanna start next year already. But that's why I am learning frame by frame animation, because I can use my embroidery machine to basically sew up the frames for animation. So for those who don't know, we actually did 2 animations this year, but I did it all by hand. Next year, if I do stuff like that, I would like to use my embroidery machine, because it would make things a lot easier on me, and I already own one. So yes, next year I'll be doing that instead. But before I can do that, I kind of need to learn the basics of frame by frame animation. I don't have any background. I have no artistic background. So everything I do is basically self-taught. So I definitely have no background in learning how to animate. So I'm watching lots of videos at the moment. And maybe we'll do some fun challenges with that late this year, early next year. It will be MLP themed, because I feel like it can be very cute, but also very scary. Heckin' why not? I want to be a little gremlin. I want to be a little gremlin next year. This year I was like an old man, which was good to be fair, and definitely pushed me, because old people are kind of hard to draw. They're both easier and harder. So I'm pleased with how it went this year. But yeah, next year I want to be a little gremlin. I don't want to be human anymore. I think I'm done with being human. I had a fun go at it this year as a human, and next year I'm gonna be a little gremlin. I might also, ooh, if you do, good luck, good luck. I am watching some video tutorials at the moment, and it makes sense once someone explains it to you as a thing. But like before that, I'm just so like, I don't understand how you do this. But then once someone explains it to me, it's like, oh, okay. I guess it's not so bad. It's just time consuming, isn't it? It's just going to be one of those things, you know, added to the list of hobbies that I have that are very time consuming. Oh dear. Yeah, this year a lot of people experimented trying to do like at least one animation, which is why in like the little marching animation at the end, they called it, instead of the overgrowth year, the animation year, because everyone was doing the animation meta. It was very funny. And yeah, I gave it a go twice. I did a time lapse and I did a proper like frame by frame. And the frame by frame one was probably my favorite, but it was hard. Very hard. And it took me like actually 24 hours. Not like as in I did it within 24 hours, as in I timed it. It took 24 hours and I did that over 2 days. The first day I did 13 hours, the second day I did 11. And for one like 1 second GIF, oh. So yeah, I want to get a bit better at it. And also use an embroidery machine. They make you walk and they end up like plopping sit down. That was like first like, aww. I feel like that's a good place to start though. Like a walking cycle is probably like a good thing to practice. I've been practicing like shape movement in the middle of like falling and stuff. So like bouncing balls and stuff like that. I'm definitely early stages yet, but I'm still proud of what I did. I'm still proud. I did a cute little bouncing ball. I haven't posted it anywhere. I could post it, but I feel a little silly because I think a lot of people could do it, but like, I'm still proud of it. I made like a little bouncing ball with a center point that moves. It does kind of look like a boob because it almost looks like a nipple, but I think it's okay. It's meant to be just a bouncing ball. It's actually for once entirely wholesome and completely accidental. And it's not like a coughing fit with the repairman. Oh no! Also, I'm sorry that your bathroom is in need of repairs. I hope they're able to fix it quickly. That's not fun. No one likes that. I tried that only, but the oh yeah, that must be quite a hard shape to draw and animate. It's quite complicated. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Would you want to see it, Dakota? You can tell me if you think it looks. 2 seconds. I'll show you. I made a GIF of it, so you can see it. It's very simple. I am still a baby when it comes to animation. I'm like very early days. Is it gonna show it? Oh, it's gonna be huge. Yeah, it's massive. 2 seconds. It needs to be a lot smaller than that. There you go. I made this, and I'm very proud of myself. It's very simple. It's shit. Wow! Oi, 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 oi. But it's my bouncing boob animation. Who doesn't like bouncing boob animation? I'm proud of it. Yeah, it's frame by frame, so you have to draw each frame. And honestly, it's a bit rough around the edges. But for like a first practice, I feel like it's not that bad. Is it a bouncing tip? Oh, it's pretty good. Thank you. It was such a debut to crouch in. Oh, to couch. Oh, to cough in strangers' presence. I don't know, maybe it's because like all of the building work that happens in our house makes you cough, but like we're used to it. Whenever the builder's around, everyone's like hacking up a lung because of all of the dust in the air. Like they have masks, and we technically have masks, but I don't tend to wear masks when I'm just hanging around the house. So it's probably my own fault, actually. I've come to the conclusion after it's my own fault. Oh dear. Good squish. Thank you. I'm proud of my squish. It also, I don't know if you can see it, but in the middle it stretches. Can you see it stretch in the middle? Where it's like, so it looks speedier than it is. Boing, boing. I'm learning. I'm learning with things that I care about. Tits. Oh dear. I have like an idea. What I need to do is draw a proper character sheet to kind of what I want my cadet to look like. Not necessarily his outfit, but like what I want his like design to be, so that I can practice animating with him. Yes, you have successfully done the introductory animation. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like you do like these, like, you know how like you have like little tutorials that everyone does. That was like the opening tutorial for learning how to frame by frame animate, and I did it. Hong hong da ba dong. You need to slow down when it gets to the top. I did wonder that as well, to be fair. So initially it was even faster at the top because I don't think I put enough frames there. But like, yeah, I think it needs to hold like a second longer, or like maybe like it wouldn't be a second longer, that'd be very long, but like a frame longer. But yeah, like just because the top little bit's a bit too plonk plonk plonk. It's like too samey. Yeah, that's okay. We're learning. Tits the animation. I'm coming to ChromaCon next year with Tits the animation. Immediately get booted out. Oh dear, from being NSFW. Oh my god. Could you imagine? Yeah, it's if you need to perfect it, you need to do varying speeds. But yeah, that's okay. I think I'm happy with it as a first. I literally just called it like first ball test. So like I'm okay with it for a first test. But yeah, there's like I also see it like at the top it's like just a little bit too speedy. Like it's too consistent, and that's okay. I'm learning. Baby, I'm still learning. And I'm happy with that as a first test. But yeah, what I want to do is get my guy. I do have some scribbles of him, but I don't think they're very good. Well, you can see my like face scribble at least. This is what he looks like. He's just gonna be a little gremlin dude. Oh yeah, there you go. He's gonna have like a very bendy body as well. He's gonna be a little dude. I wanted him to be a little gremlin. I want to be a little gremlin next year. And yeah, so I'm gonna have him be almost like the skin is falling off the skull, kind of zombie-esque, but then with the goblin-y ears, and then the big gap in the face, so that he only has the one eye. Yeah, he cute. He's a little. He's like a little spooky, but like still, because that way I can still do like a chibi form of him. I think I am going to lean on Grim, like the Grim kind of core vibes, but like I can still do a chibi form of him. He can still look cute, kind of. And I think that might be important, is that they can follow both schools of art. So yes, that's gonna be my little dude for next year. I need to get used to drawing him a little bit. Like I don't do original characters at all. Like because I've gone straight from like being interested in art straight into like sewing and embroidery and stuff like that. Doing like original characters is not something that's ever really occurred to me as something that I would do, because why would I? It's just, unless I'm cosplaying an original character, there's not really any reason for me to design them, because it doesn't really fit into a field of art that I have a lot of interest in. So technically, outside of D&D, because I do stuff for D&D, but technically, yeah, Glenn would have been my first ever, oh, actually, maybe the Slime Girl would be my first ever OC, and then Glenn would have been my second. So this one will only be my third. I'm still very, very new to that kind of art stuff, but I'm having a good time, you know? Oh, I've been enjoying myself. I'm not the best at it, but I'm having a good time. And honestly, seeing everyone else's work definitely gives me ideas for what I would want to do next time. I just need to make it on the model. Yee! Ooh, wait, you got an idea for the bird? Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Hell yeah. Very exciting. Oh dear. Yeah, for those who don't know, we actually have a birthday art competition going right now. All of the details are in the Discord, so if you want a more detailed explanation, it's just in there. There's like a category called like birthday competition. But basically, we're doing an art competition for designing your own costume. So it can be based on like aesthetics of other things, but it can't be a pre-existing character. It does have to be your own design. But the idea is that you can design a costume, maybe include some things that you want to see being made, right? And then whoever wins the competition, I'll make a full tutorial on how to make that particular costume. So the prize is basically, you want a full costume tutorial? I'll do you a full costume tutorial. Just you know, put in the things that you want to see, and if your one wins, you'll get one. There is only the one prize, because obviously it's a bit of a time-consuming prize, but I hope that people like it. I mean, we're more of a sewing-based channel, and we do a lot of costume stuff, and I make a lot of costumes, and people always ask me, how would you do this? How would you do this? And I try and give the best answer possible, but like, it is difficult when you can't show people always. So yeah, it'd be a good way of being like, oh, you want to know how to do this thing? I'll show you. Basically, all of my art is OCs. See, I never went down that path of art, and I feel like it might have helped me. Like, I feel like I learned a lot from ChromaCore, and that was OC based, so shoot, I missed out. I missed out on it. I should have been learning that kind of stuff earlier. My bad. Oh dear. Ah. Oh my god, it's so warm. Heckin' toasty. Alright. I've had the aircon on, But my sneaky suspicion is that it might have gotten hotter. Oh no, it's still 28. Okay. Or 27.7, so it's actually just a bit low. I mean, 27.7 is still hot. It feels hotter though. What the heck? Am I just like nearing the end of my tolerance already? I could put the aircon back on, so it's not the end of the world, but yeah. You know what? I'm bad at drawing existing characters. I don't think I'm very good at drawing existing characters either. I think just character design in general, I'm like really low, which is weird because I mainly do cosplay. But like, yeah, I just feel like all of that sort of stuff, like I'm only just really over the last few years been practicing drawing the human body at all. And I just feel like I'm behind, you know? I feel like I've gotten behind on something that I probably should have done better at. Like I can do pretty, I guess I've gotten better because I've drawn a lot more people. But like, yeah, when it comes to designing, I feel like I'm behind. I can draw the bases, but like, drawing the designs? I don't know. I'm out of practice. That being said, I do enjoy it, so it's not like a bad thing to go back and then practice, because I had a good time with it. Oh dear. I'm bad at drawing already existing characters, and I don't know, I get nervous that I mess up. Yeah, honestly, I was in somebody else's stream recently and they were talking a little bit about art anxiety. And like, yeah, I think that's very relatable. It's like, you know, you want to draw something so badly, but then you don't want to mess it up, so you just don't do it. I think it's pretty common. It sucks, but yeah, I think a lot of us have had that. I don't want to mess it up, so I just don't draw it, yeah. I mean, I'm the same with cosplay. It's like, you know, there are obviously games that I very much like. Final Fantasy IX is a really good example. My first ever costume was from Final Fantasy IX. But the main reason, we did Zorn and Thorn. One, because I've always liked Jester aesthetic, but two, because they're not the main characters. And I was scared that if I did the main characters, they wouldn't be up to my standards and that I wouldn't be happy with it. Whereas with Zorn and Thorn, I could be a bit more free and like redesign things a little bit more, and like I didn't mind so much about it not being accurate. And that's part of the reason why the first costumes we did was Zorn and Thorn, considering that they are very much, they're like side villains. They're not even like the main villains. They're side villains. But yes. Oh dear. There we go. Like the character myself, I don't mind it as much because I can only disappoint, but no, anime! I hope that your own art doesn't disappoint you yourself. I've always enjoyed seeing your art. No. I know that's kind of like the artist mentality, but I've always enjoyed seeing your art. Your art always makes me smile. Oh dear. And clearly you did it Chroma Core as well because they highlighted you quite a lot. Oh dear. There we are. Yeah, I think out of everyone, you probably did do the most mixed media though as well. Like, so for those who don't know, anime was also taking part in Chroma Core. They didn't do every single prompt because obviously they had other things going on, but the ones that they did do, they almost did like a different medium for every single prompt. Like they did some traditional, some digital, they made plushies, they made costumes for plushies, they made costumes. Like they did a very, very mixed media selection of work. Which was really, really cool. Nobody else, I think, did that much. A couple people did a mixture of traditional and digital art, but like to that extent, I don't think so. It was very impressive. Ah, dear. Oh, so I might, oh! You spit at me? Swear to God, I think you'd be spitting at me. Oh, dear. Talent is a pursued interest. True. True. Takes a lot of time to become. Well, but I'll be honest though, how do you guys feel about the word talent? Because I feel like, okay, maybe this is just me and my poor grasp of the English language, and I also use the word talent a lot. I also don't really like the word talent. Like, okay, I think it's because I associate it with naturally talented. People be like, you're so naturally talented at this. And it's like, are they? Or have they just practiced a lot? I know some people pick certain things up quicker than others. I don't really... Okay. Controversial, maybe. I don't really believe in natural talent. I don't think natural talent exists. I think there are times where, because you're good at one thing, you can pick up something else quicker, but you've already put the work in to be good at that one thing, so yeah, it might appear like you're picking something else quicker, but you've probably already done the practice in something else that would mean that you'd be better at that. And obviously there are outliers. There are people who become very, very good at one thing. I mean, savantism is a thing. But I think for the general population, I don't know if natural talent, I feel like there are just people that have practiced things from a really young age. and they get good at it. I don't know. I feel like when you say that somebody is naturally talented, do you think that could maybe be read as an insult? Because it's like almost like you're not acknowledging the hard work that they've put in to get to that space. Because like that's not that whenever some people have said, because I've had people mention it to me before, because I pick things up quickly and they're like, you must have a lot of natural talent, and it's like, well, you know, if I've been practicing something similar for like 10 years and then I pick up something, you know, in the same vein, is it natural talent or is it 10 years of practice? I don't know. But, I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, dear. I believe there's a natural predisposition, but, like, it just means you're more likely to practice it. Yeah, like, if you have an interest, it's like you're definitely more likely to practice it. Also, Fabian, thank you for the egg smash. Good morning. I hope you're surviving the heat okay. Dear. I think that I have a talent in things because they like it a lot. I find it weird when I get it as a compliment. I don't know what to say, but it's just because I'm, like, good at it. Yeah. I don't know. I like to acknowledge people's hard work in their stuff. It's like, oh, you got really good at this thing? Heckin' impressive. I mean, you can be talented, but like you said, yeah, it's like because you've practiced it a lot. Someone's naturally good at something, but they're not bothered putting in the word practice it. Would you not call them talented? But I mean, I guess in that case, maybe I would call them naturally talented at it. If someone has never practiced it and just happens to be good. Maybe in that, but I guess maybe that's not the situations that I'm talking about. I think I'm talking more about people that do something as a hobby or as a job and get told that they're naturally talented for it, and it's like the likelihood is they're not. Like if someone has never done maths before and has picked up quickly, fair enough, you know, hell yeah, good for you. I'm glad that definitely is a natural talent, but I don't know if it's necessarily the same thing, you know. Also, good morning, I hope you're doing well. Like speedruns, the IGN videos where devs watch speedruns and they go months to design the level and they do it in 30 seconds. They don't see 400 hours of previous runs. Yeah, also clapping, good morning. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're surviving the summer okay. Ah, dear. Good morning, I hope you're doing good. We are currently embroidering 4,000 stickmen because we hit 4,000 followers. And we're having a philosophical discussion about natural talent and what talent is. Which you're welcome to join if you fancy, but also understandable if you don't. It is still early. It is still early in the morning for deep philosophical discussions. Yeah, I think... So, when I was in school, there were a couple of kids that were doing very, very well outside of school, right? So, I don't want to be too specific because I don't want to give away too much, but they were people who were recognized for what they could do outside of the classroom. So they were... I would go as far to say a couple of them were actually famous. And they were doing very, very well because of what they were doing. Famous at the very least in their field. When they were reported about, they were always told they were naturally talented. But what's really happened is those kids have been working on it since they could walk. Like, the parents have found something that the kid has liked, which I will say the kids did enjoy what they were doing, but they found something the kid liked, and they practiced it every single day until they came into secondary school. But when you went and saw the news report, they were naturally talented because they were so young. And I guess that's kind of where my thoughts of natural talent go. It's just not acknowledging the work that someone's put in a lot of the time. Even if it's not into exactly the same thing. Am I naturally talented at art, or did I get born into an artist to get thrown art supplies from birth on? I always like to remind people that I basically have a 15 to 10 head start on most people's art instruction. Yeah, I mean, for me, I grew up with a family that very heavily emphasized learning things like maths. And so I learned a lot of maths. I never had to study maths, and a lot of people would think that I was naturally talented at it, but really there was just a heavy emphasis in my family about being good at it. So I practiced from a young age. It meant that I didn't have to study particularly hard, but I was also good at it. Oh dear. Oh dear, I'm a natural when it comes to most crafts. But like, this is a thing though, is like, if you've done other crafts, do you not think that maybe some of your skills might pass over? Like, oh yeah, you're really good at, you know, knitting and sewing. You're probably going to be pretty good at crochet as well if you gave it a go, because do you see what I mean? Like, it's not the same thing, but if you get good at certain arts and then you pass on to others, because like I guess again, it's a problem that I have, is like I'll pick up a new art and I might pick it up quite quickly a lot of the time, and people will assume, oh yeah, you're just naturally talented at art. Nah, I've done 10 years of practice of like different arts. Like, of course I'm gonna have a head start at this new one. Like, even things like I did 2 years of life drawing. When it comes to perspective, I have a head start. In anything, I can apply that to. Oh my god, you're so talented, Jelly, you're shit! You won't amount to anything. Yeah, that's me. Let me truly that explains your English. Honestly, true. Done an art, but they don't realize that I started with stickmen too. Yeah, and that's why I could do anything if you just put your work in. Yeah, for sure. I can't knit from a pattern, but I can crochet when using a pattern, and no idea why. Yeah, kind of same actually. I find crochet weirdly easier than knitting, and so I just do more crochet. Because I find it's a relaxing for me. It's more relaxing because I don't have to think as hard. But I also started crochet after I'd done literally everything else. Knitting, embroidery, I had done beading, sequinning, pattern making, cosplay, sewing. I'd done all of that, and then I took up crochet. And I did pick up crochet pretty quickly, but I also have a background in crafts. So it's like, yeah. If it was the first ever craft you ever touched in your life, would you pick it up that fast? Probably not. Oh dear. Robert chose violence today. Today. Actually, good point. Nah, you can take off the today. Just Robert chooses violence. It can't be as simple as your parents gave you more stuff to play with. Yeah, exactly. And like, it's like, is it natural talent or is it your upbringing? Like, were certain things emphasized in your family? Like, it's good to be good at maths, because if that's emphasized, the likelihood is that you'll either hate maths or you'll practice it more. Could go both ways. Or both. You practice it more and hate it. Robert equals violence. Just try knitting a car engine. I would love to see someone knit a car engine. I would love to see someone just knit a car. Also, yeah, I was going to turn this off because my arm's getting cold. Like, specifically, it keeps hitting this part of my arm and it's like, oh, so cold. If I had a manual of the tools, I'm pretty sure I could pick it. Oh, but could you knit it? Could you knit the shape? I shouldn't. but I have faith that I could. Ah, dear. Robert's still wholesome. Robert is still very welcome and a good part of this community. I wouldn't necessarily say that Grobit is wholesome, but we love Grobit and we are glad that they are a part of this community. But not that. Not wholesome. No. Probably no. Ah, dear. My parents always encouraged my sister and I to do crafty stuff. My sister is amazing at drawing, but I have no idea what she is doing where paint is involved. And I'm the other way. I'm weirdly same. My sister is also really, really good at like painting, illustration, like that kind of design. Whereas I actually dislike using paints. I don't enjoy using paints at all. We both ended up relatively artistic, but like she ended up much more painty. Watercolors were always like, I think, her strongest. She's very good at watercolor. But she does like pencil with watercolor and like mixed media kind of stuff. She's very good. I actually have some of her art in the house. I'll probably show it off at some point. She's very good. She won't say she's very good, but she is very good. And I've still got her art. And I don't know if she knows I've got it, but I have. You're gonna visit one day when the house is finished and all of her art's gonna be on the wall. She's gonna be like, what is this? How dare you still have all of this art? And it's like, oh no, this is Slanny gonna do. You gonna sue me? Do it. Do it. For defecation, you're right. I have done that before. I know as a woman you're not meant to, but I have. Oh, damn. Being able to do something and wanting to do something are two different things. Also very true. Also very, very true. Oh dear. You know, there was a short period of time where I wanted to learn violin and my parents were like, absolutely not. Pick a quieter instrument. And I was like, okay. I wanted to do something. In retrospect, I can kind of understand why. We had thin walls. That would have been that's the problem with certain instruments. They're just very, very, when you're learning them. And violin is one of those where it's very, You taught yourself violin? Ooh! An electric one though. I mean, that's still violin, right? Hell yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I learned guitar though, because I ended up really, really loving it. There was a short period of time where I wanted to learn violence. No, I don't think there was. Like, I don't think I've ever wanted to learn violence. Like, I've never really had any interest in stuff like that. I liked rowing. I wouldn't say that rowing is particularly violent, though, to be honest. But I did like rowing. I do kind of miss rowing sometimes. I'll be learning a song on piano this weekend? Ooh! Is it a secret what song you're learning? If so, I wouldn't want you to spoil it, but if you do want to share, you're welcome to. I'd love to know. But if you don't want to share, it's completely fair. Oh, you keep your heckin' secrets if you need to. And L in there, and it's pretty violent. 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 I'll choose. Oh, you're gonna choose a song with Aww. Hell yeah. Oh dear. Rowing. Rolling. 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 The rowing. Is there? Help. Like we said, maths was a priority. I don't English? Help. Oh, I can't play any instruments. I'm so badly coordinated. Yeah, I was okay. Another thing when it comes to natural talent, I've been told that I'm naturally talented before, and I often have to tell people, I am so sorry, you're wrong. I was so untalented a lot when it came to music. Like, so musically ungifted. But I practiced really, really hard because it was something that I wanted to be good at, but my hand-eye coordination was terrible. It still is terrible. I still have to look. I played classical guitar at grade 8 at gala concerts. I still have to look. My hand-eye coordination never improved. I still have to watch and flick between both hands as I'm playing. And at this stage, I don't think that's ever gonna change, because it was something that I was always told off about, because like, you're fine, like in exams and stuff, you're all good, but like when you're playing for a crowd, it's good to like have yourself looking relatively forward, maybe sometimes glancing at your upper hand, but like not really your lower hand. And yeah, I would be like, you need to stop doing that, but I can't. Terrible coordination. I still have terrible coordination. Nervous people will choose a sans file, like did. Hell yeah. They should. That'd be very funny. Good morning, Purple. I hope you're well. I'm okay. I'm warm. I'm very warm, but other than that, I'm all right. Oh, dear. I can't type because of bad. Is it? Oh, I have no idea what that means then. Oh, dear. Heard it's a difficult song to learn. Or the oh, dear. But it is a bop. It is a bop. Hell yeah. Hopefully the AC helps. It does. Like, I don't like having it on too long because it also dehumidifies the air, which makes me cough, but like, it definitely brings it down a couple of Oh. Wait, is that a oh yeah, because okay. Wait, I don't think that they're banned in this chat. They were during one particular week, but I don't think they're banned anymore. We're just doing 1 week. I think. Did we forget to unban it? Ah, who knows? Professional streamer. I can't remember. There was 1 week that I definitely had it banned, but then I don't think I did after that. Magna, thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate in just a second. I'm just so close to finishing this little guy, and I want to finish him. So close. I'm tired. Woke up early. Same. Sleepy days, and it's warm, so it's like whenever you're tired and it's also warm, I feel like you're double tired, or at least I'm double tired. Oh, they made some progress on the Fascinator though? Hell yeah! I don't know how you're being so productive in this weather. Oh dear. Sorry, excuse me, I must scream. How many stick people are out? Just over 200. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can call me Maggie? I can't. I'll be honest. Okay, I mean this not in a rude way. I tend to default to whatever people's Twitch names are and just shake it up a little bit, like Magnus instead of the whole Magnus Logi. But it's nothing personal. It's just because, if people shorten it differently, I tend to forget. Because it's much easier to remember the name that you see versus that. So I apologize. I will probably call you Maggie this stream, and then as soon as I see you again, it'll be back to Magnus. It lasts all of 24 hours. Oh dear, your progress, hell yeah, there have been progress. To be fair, progress was doing a crafting night with friends. Oh, that sounds lovely. I was Dakota, you were Dakota for a very long time. There have been a few people who I've chronically misnamed. Laughing lemon and cheeks, yeah? Oh dear. Yeah, you could be anything. Oh, you put a pic in the Discord? Let's have a look. I've still got jellyfish up on this screen. Which, to be fair, are not bad to look at. I like it. Progress. Oh my god. Heckin' a lot of progress. Oh my god. That's looking really cool though. Hell yeah. Oh, what a lovely fascinator. Very heckin' cool. Nice. I like that. To be fair, I thought Dakota was Dakota for a bit too. Yeah, it's Dakota. Who else have I awfully misnamed for a long period? Like a lot of time, like there's people in this community are just too nice and they don't correct me, and so I just go on like forever missaying their name. Yeah, because Dakota was definitely Dakota for a long time. I don't think there's anyone else in this chat that I have. Badly, at least. I probably flubbed your name a few times, but I flub everyone's name every now and again. I don't think there's anyone else where I've, like, really badly got it wrong, right? I get that a lot. Yeah. Before I was a crafty jellyfish, people used to call me Reactions, or React. Did you know that? Before I was Jelly, people would call me React. If I raided you, they'd be like, oh my god, thank you so much, Reactions. Because my name when I first started streaming was not a crafty jellyfish, it was AC Creations. But because the AC, and then Creations of capital, so it was ACC and they were all capitalized, people looked at it as ACC Reactions. So when I raided people, people would say, thank you so much for the raid, Reactions, or React, if they were shortening it. So yeah, I was, everyone thought I was a React channel for like the first couple months of me streaming. What is it, the Canada's mistake people? It's always, by the way, I should say, if you check the title, there is always a pretty close approximation because I always put where we start in the title. Right now we're about 200. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did, my mum is probably one of the worst ones. Probably one of the worst ones. So bad that she changed her name. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't think I've misnamed anyone quite as badly as I misnamed my mum. It's unfortunate, but that is how it is. And then I get copyrighted. Yeah, Jenny's mum. I forgot. Yeah, the mum one was really bad. I think the fact that my name is so long makes it less likely to turn into something else, but also it takes back time to get used to it. Yeah, I think I still call you just unpredictable, like the whole unpredictable. It's the same with like Feathered. I know people in Feathered's channel call Feathered Ned, right? I still call Feathered Feathered. I don't know what it is. I just find it so, I've known Feathered now. I've met Feathered in person. I've known them for years. I still call them Feathered. I don't know why my brain can't switch away from username to like, I know their name is Ned. I know people call them Ned. I still call them Feathered. My brain can't handle it. Small, smooth brain can only handle calling people by their usernames. I don't know how to fix it. Oh dear. Oh dear. The 5-inch and it just stuck. Aw, that's cute though. I like that. It's kind of like a dummy. He kept most of it. Oh god. That was my biggest fear when I knew my parents would go, well, like, at least my mum was going to join, that they were going to use their real name. Thankfully, they didn't, though. It's fear. Feathered is Ned. Feathered is Ned. Yeah. Feathered is Ned, and I know that they are Ned, but I still call them Feathered. What's this, Sonny? I hope you're feeling better today. For those who don't know, Sonny is currently doing the speedrun, Human Fountain any %. And, yeah, I hope that it's going well. But, you know, I believe in you. Both me and Shifty believe in you. We both think you can get the new world record. Ned's amazing. Yeah, Ned is amazing. I had to give my parent a course on how not to dox people, and yet somehow, I know. I had to explain what doxing was to my parents because they were like, oh, it can't be that bad. And I was like, no, parents. It's actually really, really dangerous. Oh, dear. Oh dear, Ned is a lovely bean. Ned is a lovely bean. Very, very sweet. I am not. I'm dying. For the record, it's not norovirus this time, luckily. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. When Shifty was like, oh yeah, Sonny's on the any % run for Human Fountain, it's like, oh my god. I don't know if I've ever heard it put like that. That is absolutely unpleasant and gross. Yeah, do you want stalkers? That's how you get stalkers. Yeah, you know what? I don't want stalkers. What I do want is the any % speedrun for Human Fountain. One day I will get it. It's when, for anyone who's wondering, Human Fountain any % is when you shit and vomit at the same time. Yeah. How fast you can shit and vomit. It's a very specific speedrun that not many people go for, but you know, it's pretty impressive if you can do it. My folks made me Google pin one day with a... Oh, God! Like, how? Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm a little careful about what I tell them these days, because they were telling people, like, in their real life that I was a streamer, and I was like, I don't know that that's necessarily how I want, like, people that I've never met to think of me like. So I had to be like, hey, can you stop meeting people and telling everyone that I'm a streamer? Please? Please? It's like a really, really bad idea, safety-wise. Like, I had to explain, like, hey, just so you know, like, with doxing, it's quite serious. And they're like, yeah, it can't be that bad. And I'm like, people have died, parents. People have died. Just say, like, an artist. Like, literally, that is what I've had to tell them. Like, listen, if you're telling me what I'm doing, just tell them I'm a graphic designer. Just tell them I'm a digital artist. Like, literally. It's not difficult. If you want people to know what I'm doing, don't tell them I'm a streamer. Just tell them I do digital art commissions. And that's how I get by. And then you can show them some of my VTubers or something. I don't know. Oh dear. Oh my god, Goat, thank you for popping the Discord. I don't know if other Goat is still here, but I want other Goat to know of the second Goat. Oh dear, she does art on the internet. There you go, easy peasy. Yeah, otherwise it's just kind of dangerous. But I think they get it now. It took a minute, but I think they did get it, thankfully. So I don't think I have to worry as much anymore. It was a bit worrisome for a minute, but I think we're good now. I've emphasized, you know, I know boobs and help dress them. True, also that. Yeah, there, it's all true and also vague. Exactly. I do art on the internet. Honestly, just tell them I do porn or something. It will shut the conversation down, and my parents are open enough that they probably would. Like, parents, just tell people I'm doing porn. No one will ask you any more questions. Easy. Oh yeah, my other daughter? Yeah, no, she's a porn star. There you go, easy. Just tell them that. No one will ask any more questions if you say that. Oh dear. Booped myself. Wait a minute, wait, work title Boob Lady? I was Boob Lady. I'm not Boob Lady anymore, unfortunately. I had to leave my job because I wasn't well. But I was Boob Lady for a long time. My favorite part is pea milk. I do like pea milk, but it's not spelled like that. It's pea milk, like P-E-A, pea milk. And that is my favorite milk alternative. And that's not changed. The milk made out of peas is really, really good. But someone quoted it, said the other way. Oh dear. Unless they're interested. If they're interested via my parents, I think my parents have the right to give them a dirty look. Like, because if they've never met me, like they don't know me at all, they look at my parents and ask for their daughter's OnlyFans, that's weird. I feel like my parents can give you a disapproving look for that. The adult sequel down to doing your track. God damn it. You're the one weird uncle. Oh dear. Yeah, nah. Boob Lady doing October. I am still Boob Lady doing October. Doing October, I can reclaim my Boob Lady title. Yes. How does one milk be tweezers? I don't know. I think it's the same way you do like almond milk and stuff. It's like, it's not exactly the same as milk. I've done 12. Thank you. Thank you, me. You're welcome. Oh dear. People are weird. There are some weird people out there. For sure. Oh dear. Yeah. Is what is. Words are weird also. Words are also weird. You squeeze the peaches. Oh, no. I think they're just blended. I think it's peas that are like blended with probably other things that make it into milk. I don't know. Whatever it is, the pea milk is. I'll find. Wait, let me know. I'm looking it up because I want you guys to know what it is. It's good. It's expensive is the only thing, which is why we don't get it very often. Pea milk. What was it called for us? Okay, I'm seeing like Mighty Pea and stuff like that, which is great, but that's not the one that I have. If I just go milk alternatives, maybe? What was it called? It has a name. I have just been calling it pea milk for the longest time. So I'm lost, unfortunately, because I don't call it by its real name. This is on me. This is my own fault. These are the consequences for my actions. I'm never gonna find it. There's too many. Oh god. Okay, I'll find out. I'll find out for you for next time. Also, Vanda, good morning. I hope you're doing well. It's pea juice. It's exactly. It's pea juice. Juice of pea. Dude, you can really taste the penis. Well, this is the thing, you can't though, because like it's really. It does actually probably taste more milky than any other milk alternatives. So if you don't like milk, it's probably not good for you. But if you do like milk, it's good. Mighty Pea, yes, but with an A. PEA. Different. Oh dear. Also, yeah, Vander, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're surviving the heat okay. If you are warm. Maybe you're not warm where you are, but where we are, it's toasty. Any heat wave. The next stream, how does one make pea milk? I don't know. I would have to Google it. I would have to find a recipe. 5,000 follower goal will make pea milk. How do the peas taste like milk and not, I don't know. Genuinely, these are all very good questions. I don't know, but it doesn't taste like peas. It does just taste like milk, but it's like a very thin milk. So I'd say like probably closest it's like skimmed milk, which is still not my favorite, but like I think it's better than certain other milk alternatives if you're like putting it in your tea or something. It's okay. I just don't like things like oat milk in my tea because it makes my tea taste like oats. I don't mind if the milk flavor is milder as long as it's not like a different flavor entirely. I love soy chocolate drink. I do like soy milk, to be fair. I don't mind soy milk at all. Like, and it is the easiest one to get hold of. I prefer soy milk to almond and oat milk, which not a popular opinion. None of my friends agree. Like whenever my friends come over, then they're like, they want a cup of tea and I have like soy milk. They're like, you have soy milk instead of oat or almond? It's like, yeah, I don't know. I just prefer soy milk to oat and almond milk. I don't know. I like, they're fine. I can do oat and almond, but like, I don't know. I just prefer soy. I just think soy is nice. It doesn't bother me. Dear. Especially if it's like slightly sweet soy milk. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm a simple lady. Give me that. That's good. Oh dear. They did have, I don't know if they still do it. Do they still do like the soy strawberry milk? Because that was good. I liked that. Soy. They don't do it near me, unfortunately. Yeah, the strawberry. I liked the little cartons. Yeah, of the Alpro strawberry. Yes. That was good. That was good. Oh, but it is soya, not soy. Soya milk. There you go. There was another one. Yeah, this is the one. They're like not the big cartons, the small cartons. I used to love those ones. Strawberry milk. Yeah. Oh dear. What? I'm okay with soy milks, but once every couple of months if I drink too much, I start to dislike the taste. Soy is more healthier one because your body tastes. Oh really? Okay, well, I didn't know that. Soy strawberry milk? Oh no, just meat milk. It's a shame soy milk is so expensive. It's not like near me. Obviously, this is going to be a regional thing where it's going to be more expensive in some places than others. It's not expensive near me. It is actually about the same price as regular milk. So, for me in particular, like where I live, it's not like it doesn't put you at a financial deficit to go soy alternative. But yes. If outside, and also like I also admit that it'll be probably different partially in Wales than it is in England as well, depending on where you shop, depending on which shop it is. Yes, but for me personally, luckily, it's the same. It's only more expensive if you want like flavored stuff, and like I don't normally. I just get the standard. The pea milk is expensive though. Dacoba is not in the UK. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Come to Wales, Dacoba. Dacoba, Wales. Wales time. It's time for Wales. Dear. Dacoba isn't big on animal product replacements. If they do have it, it's super expensive. Yeah, come Wales. Come Wales. Cheap soy milk. Yeah. You should... We have a dragon on a flag. Yeah. Come Wales. Googled it. Boiled peas, add blender with water, oil. Oh my god. That's not that bad. I kind of want to try making it. Wait. I want to look. How to make... not that I don't believe you, but I just want to get a recipe up for later because I actually kind of want to try making that. Like I'm curious. Homemade pea milk. There you go. Yeah. I want to try making this. Easy. Oh dear. Okay, I'm saving that for later. Your whale of a time, hell yeah. Honestly, soy and normal lactose-free milk costs the same here in Denmark, so I tend to go for soy when chocolate and normal milk. But then normal milk for coffee, yeah. We do a lot of the same because I'm the only person who's lactose intolerant in this household. So like, if it's like that I'm gonna drink the milk straight, I'm more likely to go for like soy milk or like a flavored milk. Whereas if it's like, oh, I just have like a small amount in my tea or coffee, I don't mind just drinking the regular milk since we already have it. But yeah, if I'm gonna drink a lot of it, a milk alternative, it just stops me having stomach ache later, you know? I'm not vegan, I just get stomach aches. Well, like my belly aches. When I'm back in the Netherlands, they have so many alternatives. Making pea milk stream. Cooking stream when? Honestly, when we get upstairs, if I get like an induction hob, we could do a cooking stream. Because I'll actually have the power sockets and the space to do it. Not in this room, this room's way too small and packed. But when we get upstairs, listen, I'm just saying, it's not impossible. It wouldn't be impossible to do. Oh dear. I hear the lactose-free milk is so expensive here. Really? It's expensive for you as well? We must just be really lucky, like, where we live, because, like, here it's like, whatever. You pick up whichever one you fancy. The other thing is, regular milk doesn't go on sale, but milk alternatives do, which sometimes means it's actually cheaper to buy soy milk than it is to buy regular milk, which is mad. But yeah, because, like those brands will go on sale, whereas regular milk doesn't go on sale, really, ever. So, yeah. Oh yeah, oh I forgot, Sonny is infected right now with something. They're down with the sickness. It's not norovirus though, which is I guess a small blessing. I guess I never do, we have a lot of choices. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh wow, they're very down with the sickness right now. We're all hoping that Sonny gets better soon. Poor Sonny, it's been 2023 is the year of dying for Sonny, of just catching everything under the sun. I'm sorry that this has happened to you, Sonny. I really hope that you feel better soon. I feel like every couple months you're just down with like another sickness. I really hope that you whatever's going on fixes itself up soon. That's not fun. Oh dear. Heck. Also Irish. Oh wait, it was Tiv. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. We're talking about milk alternatives and also that Sonny is dying, unfortunately, and we are hoping they get better soon because they've been so ill. Oh dear. It's normally you don't think about it much. Yeah. I don't think about it that much. If you die, can I have your arm? Why do you want Sonny's arm? Oh, the going outside. Become goblin. Remain in hole forever. True. Oh, a ding dong ding dong. Dong dong ding dong ding dong. Ding dong ding dong ding dong. Ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong. Could it be me? Probably not. Oh dear. For ghost hand purposes, or like this. Oh, that's hover handing actually. That's not ghost handing. It's like you want to do this? You want to hover hand people? Yeah. You know what? I would take Sonny's arm to hover hand people with too. Fancy, but we too heard the ding dongs. Ding dong ding dong. And ding dong ding dong ding dong. I hope you're in my prayers. Yeah, poor Sonny. Sonny's just been really ill. Like they I feel like they have been doing the gotta catch 'em all for the year of just the illnesses that have been going around. It's very unfortunate. And starting off the year with would you call it norovirus? That sucks. Norovirus, and you had it really bad as well, didn't you? Like you had a specifically bad case of norovirus because norovirus sucks regularly. Like nobody enjoys norovirus. I think Sonny was like unexpectedly ill with norovirus, like a lot longer than your average person. Your talala, my ding ding dong. Yeah, ding ding dong. I don't know why the ding ding dong has gone off though. I haven't. Well, the only thing that I've ordered is the prince, and no way has that happened within 24 hours. Like, lol, nah. Oh dear. I've never had it. It's vomiting and shitting for like a week. It's the hardcore vomiting bug. Like you have the regular vomiting bug, and then norovirus is like vomiting bug plus DLC. Yeah, it's really not very fun. It's one of those things as well. It's like incredibly contagious. Doesn't get killed by hand sanitizer either. So like if someone in your household gets it, normally everybody gets it, and it lasts a minute. It lasts a hot minute. So yeah, it's really unpleasant one. I've actually had it quite a few times. So one of my family in the household worked in A&E. And you often will see at certain times of year, like I think it's the winter seasons more, but like norovirus can quite quickly get into hospitals. And there are some hospitals in the UK that are actually known for it because they get norovirus. And once one person comes in with norovirus, everyone gets norovirus. You have to lock places down, because obviously for a lot of vulnerable people, it's very, very dangerous. And yeah, my mum would often get stuck in those places, as with a couple of other people as well, actually, in the house, but mainly her. And yeah, she would get it, and then the whole house would get it. So we've had it a few times. It's no one's fault. It is what it is. And the thing is, it's not like you shouldn't, like, there are people with norovirus, like Sonny, for instance, who have to go to hospital with it because you lose so many fluids that you will dehydrate and die. So like, if you have a severe case of norovirus, you often do have to go to the hospital with it because there's nothing else you can do. The problem is you are also insanely contagious. And so, yeah, it's what it is. A lot of people in the medical industry will get norovirus multiple times because, yeah, it's one of those things where you are ill enough that you have to go in, but you're also insanely contagious, and hand sanitizer and stuff doesn't kill it. And it also sits in the air, which is really fun. Yeah, I remember we've heard about it quite a lot because of that. 10, I'm on 15. Yeah. Nope, never. Don't blame you. Oh dear, yes, Sonny is okay right now, but we'll get it one day, I believe. I will start in like a couple days, so I start teaching younglings on Friday. Ooh, good luck, good luck. I hope that goes well. I can imagine like food poisoning times 10. Yeah, basically. It's like not quite at the same level of salmonella, but it's worse than your regular food poisoning. It hits that middle ground. So I've had food poisoning, norovirus, and salmonella. I've had pretty any stomach bug you can think of. I've probably had it. I've eaten a lot of trash. It's partially my own fault. But salmonella for me lasted for 3 weeks, but then it took about 2 months for like a full recovery from start to finish, because your digestive system just takes a really long time to fix itself after salmonella. So salmonella was 3 weeks. Norovirus is about a week on average. Like, not everyone has it that long. Some people only have it like a few days. Some people, like Sonny, will have it for 2 weeks. But let's put it in the middle and say 1 week. Food poisoning is like a 24-hour bug. So normally after 24 hours you start to feel better. It can take a few days, but normally it's okay. Yeah, I would put norovirus in the middle of salmonella and a stomach bug. I've never had it before. I think I'd like to keep it that way. I hope that none of you ever have to get it. Did they give you the bingo card at the hospital? True. Like, well, no, because like I've had so many stomach bugs. I've had so many, and I have had to go to hospital. Luckily, I think me and Sonny probably the same. We both had to go to the hospital for a stomach bug because, although mine wasn't a stomach bug, mine was something else but similar. It basically presented the same way. But yeah, it's fluids, isn't it? You're so dehydrated that you're just like, you know. I've had food poisoning a couple of times due to me being squishy when it comes to food, and I hate it. I'm like down for 2 days. Yeah, like some people like bounce back pretty quickly, and then yeah, for some people it could just take a while. I think it just depends on how quickly your stomach can recover, because doesn't it like, am I wrong? Doesn't it like do something to the lining of your stomach if you're throwing up a lot? I think it does, but I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. I just had a lot of stomach bugs. I think it does something to your stomach, and it's like how quickly your stomach can fix itself, and like some people it's just much quicker than others. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm generally a slower bean. It takes me a minute. Oh dear, I was so skinny. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me if you can't keep any food in. Yeah, when I had salmonella, I survived for the first week. I was doing pretty okay. I was managing, and it was okay. I actually really wasn't sicky at all with salmonella, luckily. So I could drink plenty of water. I still couldn't stay hydrated. I wasn't being sick, but I could not drink enough water to stay hydrated. And so after a week, because after a week I was too weak to leave the house, so I had to do remote appointments. Luckily, salmonella is not really contagious unless someone like licked my shit. So like, you should be fine. So like the people I was living with in the house, like none of them got ill. It was just me. Because you kind of have to eat something with it on it. For me, it was a takeaway kebab. It absolutely killed me. But yeah, after 1 week, I had to get a doctor's note anyway, but I also had to have some people come over and help, because like I didn't want to go to hospital, and nobody wanted me to go to hospital either, but I was also really struggling. And yeah, it was 3 weeks of just, oof. You got good news? Oh, really? To a fellow stretcher? Oh, yeah. Please do share. Sorry, please do share. I'm just talking about shit. Like, literally, I'll hear some good news. Certainly not good for you to be doing it a lot. No. It's like, I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know something happens. Oh dear. Wants to narrate a book. My book? Wait, you've written a book and it's gonna be narrated also? Wait, that's amazing! Oh my god! Hell yeah! So you're gonna have like an audiobook? Nice. Imagine if someone did you start asking some questions. Yes, like, wait, excuse me. How did you get salmonella from me? Like, what are you eating? Excuse me. It'd be like if I ate half of my kebab, got salmonella, and then someone was like, I'll finish it for them. What are you doing? Wait, what did Shimifty say? I had dehydration once, but it was because I kept drinking salt water, and you're not supposed to drink salt water. True. Why are they seasoning the sea so good? How dare they? Makes me just want to like slurp. Oh my god. Yeah. Basically, this is all to say we hope that Sonny gets better soon. You know? We wish Sonny a speedy recovery from whatever ails them. I hope that it's not a... what do you call it? Are you allowed to say COVID on Twitch? I mean, I think you are, right? I hope that it's not COVID. Fingers crossed for you, because that can take a while to bounce back from at the moment. I think a lot of people are finding, because of like waning immunity and stuff, that it's taking a while for a lot of people to recover, when maybe normally they'd only be ill for a few days. Now they're actually ill for like a couple weeks. So I fingers crossed for you that it's not that. And I also fingers crossed for you that it's not flu. For the same reason, but I think people have never bounced back well from flu. So I hope that it's neither of those. I have a half-written fantasy novel. Oh my god. Heckin' exciting. Congratulations. That's very impressive. I think a lot of people have it on their bucket list to one day write a book, but I don't think many people actually do it. Very impressive. That is 5, 10, 16. 4 more. No, the rumblings are telling me for... No. Then the dice with all the stinking spices. I haven't taken a test. My roomie isn't sick, so I think it's just a common cold, and I don't have a phobia. I don't have a phobia? Oh my god, I hate it when I get COVID and it gives me phobias. Oh dear. I'm just very excited. I mean, I didn't have a fever when I had COVID. I was just dying. I don't think that you necessarily... because it's like, there's so many variants now. Some of them give you a fever, some of them don't. Some of them are really contagious, some of them aren't. Just saying. Like, I was the only person in my household that got COVID in December. I never had a fever. I was sick for 2 months. If it is COVID, the one thing I will say, and I said this to everyone, test early, because if it is COVID, they won't help you with long COVID until 1 month after your test. So if you test really, really late, and that they won't help you for a month after that. Also, if you never get a positive test, they don't help you. So it's best just to quickly get a positive test. Like, it sounds crazy. Get a positive test as quickly as possible. I mean, that's true. That is in England. But I guess I just give the advice to everyone because of my experience, where I was like, I had to wait. I knew it was COVID, and I had to wait so long to get help. Because, like, yeah. Oh dear. Oh, well, UK, true. Yeah. England, Wales, you know. It's all the NHS, so... Yeah. I still haven't caught COVID. I'm just really good at self-isolating. Honestly, keep it that way. It sucks. I've had it 3 times, and the last time I got it, it gave me long COVID, which I still struggle with now. I still can't go up and down the stairs without getting short of breath. It's like properly like screwed my lungs. And like, I swear to God, I had enough on my plate, right? I had enough on my plate. I didn't need long COVID on top of it. Blocker, good morning. I hope you're doing well. And Stitch, good morning. I hope you're both having a good day. Welcome on in. We're all hoping that Sonia is okay. And we're also stitching 4,000 stickmen. Thanks to COVID, I made jelly. Oh, bless you, Annabelle. I'll destroy your bloodline tree. Second time I had COVID, I never actually returned a positive test. It was 100% COVID though. Yeah, like you don't always get one, but it's so helpful if you can get one. Only in case you end up with any long-term symptoms. Because like if you've never had a positive COVID test, but then you end up getting long COVID, I don't know what it's like abroad, but like if you haven't had a positive test here, they just kind of dismiss you as like, meh, you'll be fine soon. Whereas if you've had COVID and you've had the positive test and then you go to them and like, I've had this positive test, it's been over a month, and they'll take you a bit more seriously then, thankfully. There's only so much they can do, to be fair, because there's not exactly a whole lot of research into long COVID, but at least they'll try. At least they try. Whereas, yeah, I know a couple of people who never tested. They knew it was probably COVID because everyone catches it at the same time, right? So they knew it was probably COVID. They never took a test and they've not been able to receive any help for long COVID. And like, obviously, I'm quite lucky in that it's not, well, I was already like unfit for work, right? But some of them have become unfit for work because of it. And they're screwed. They're absolutely screwed because they never took a test. And it's like so unfair because it's like, obviously it's that, but like they never had a positive test. And so it's like, well, they just don't know it's long COVID because it could be anything. And it's like, I swear to God. I swear to God. It's very sucky. Most of them at this point, thankfully, have been able to receive help. But when I look at my journey compared to them, mine was so much easier. And it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been easier for me, but it was. Oh dear. Wait. What have I missed? This was COVID related. I mean, it could be. Like, it could be. Yeah, if you want to preview the book on snippets. Oh, on Instagram. How? We don't have links in chat, but do you have a link to your Instagram on your Twitch? Because I will stalk. I have been known to stalk. Yes, you do. Haha! I'm on my way! I'm cracking it. Oh my god! Oh my god, that is beautiful though. Oh my god. The heckin' foxes as well? That's heckin' adorable, but also kind of terrifying, but adorable. I wanna go. I wanna go here. How can I go here? Oh dear, maybe you should let somebody else spit in your mouth. True, I don't understand why. It's a good question. Oh dear, yeah, no, actually, yeah, hard disagree. You're fine. You listen, we don't shame here. You let people spit in your mouth if you like to. There are consequences, but like, you know, if you're okay with it, then it's fine. I still have days when my belly feels like it's waddling through treacle, and I only started getting that after COVID. Yeah, see, it's like a lot of people have like relatively mild symptoms post-COVID, and again, it sucks, but it helps if you've tested positive at least once. Because then you can be like, I tested positive and the symptoms started after that date, and then everyone's like, oh, okay, it's long COVID, easy peasy. Whereas if you've never done a test, everyone's like, meh, you get better soon. The only problem is tests are goddamn expensive now. They really are. I don't know what they are abroad, but here, very expensive. Oh dear, like I still am very glad that I did buy one, in at least my case, because it's obviously helped me out a lot, but like, they expensive. Oh dear, it's magical too. Hell yeah, a magical fox. Oh dear. Or you could be like cute barista at Starbucks and they spit. Or be mean to the cute barista and they'll spit in your coffee. And, oh, but yeah, of course, yeah, Sonny would, yeah, okay, I was like, I'm confused, have I misunderstood this? Oh, but yeah, no, Sonny would want that, that's good, that's fair, that makes sense. Personally, not for me, but I can understand that. The problem would now be proving that I tested positive. I mean, if you tell them that you tested positive, is that not good enough? Because that's all I did. I just told them, I was like, yeah, I did a test and I tested positive. What are you gonna do? I did it. Oh, dear, do you want a Tesla? Jelly. Do I want a Tesla? No, I can't drive. I mean, I would take a Tesla to sell the Tesla, but I think a Tesla might be slightly wasted on me, you know? Teslas like that. Oh my god. That's not too bad for you, to be fair. For us, it's like 9 quid. I'm gonna be making a request. Ooh! Hell yeah. Oh, how goes the crafting lately? Stitch, it's been so good, like actually. So we've been very distracted this year so far, to be honest. I've been doing a lot of whatever I want to do, but I've been having such a good time with it. So we started off the year doing the collector, which I'm still working on and is still going really, really well. It's a slow process because we're doing so much smocking, but like the smocking samples that I finished look really, really good and I'm really pleased with them. And every time you finish one, it's just like extra motivation to finish the rest of them because they look so cool. I'm very proud, to be honest. So like, yeah, that's been going really well. And then Sonne, #blame got us involved in like an art challenge over the summer, which we've just finished a couple weeks ago now. called Chromacore, which is like, it's basically like a summer portfolio building art challenge, which we completed 100%. We did it. We did an embroidery every single day of Chromacore. So now I have loads of embroideries. Because of that, I'm opening a shop to sell some of the embroideries because I'm absolutely overrun with embroideries now. You can see kind of selection of some of the ones we did at the corner of the screen right now. And we're also going to be selling some prints to help me just basically recoup some of the money that I spent during that project, because I did have to buy an awful lot of hoops. But yeah, you can see some of the stuff we made here. I'm very pleased with it. Not only that, we hit 4K followers around the same time. So we are now at the moment celebrating by embroidering 4,000 stickmen. I have had to fold over some of it, so there are stickmen underneath there. It's just because of where I'm working. We're doing loads and loads of stickmen. We're able to celebrate my birthday for the first time ever on Twitch. So we're actually doing a birthday competition. I've been streaming for like 3.5 years nearly, and I've never celebrated, but we are this year. And also, all the stuff with Boobtober is going well. We have the most streamers ever interested in taking part. It's shaping up to be the biggest Boobtober ever. Which, for those who aren't aware, Boobtober is the annual event that I run where we do breast cancer awareness for a month. And we do, this year in particular, we are doing a raid train from the 12th of October to the 18th of October. It is still taking place over the whole month, but we are doing a lot of condensed fundraising in that time, just so that, you know, streamers supporting other streamers, but also just to have a really fun event. If you are a streamer that is interested in taking part and you care about breast cancer awareness, !Boobtober, that will get you all of the information you need to know about that. And yeah, it's really I'm just really heckin' excited. Like, all the stuff that's happening is really, really good. Yeah, there you go. I think that's a pretty good summary of this year. A lot's happened in the last month, to be honest. I miss Owl House. I miss it too. I miss it too. Today I'm creating a magical duck by oh, a magical duck! We all love a good magical duck here. I have a magical duck tattoo. You can't really see him though. Oh, there he is. He's upside down. His name is Buddy and he's stretchy. 4K segment individually labeled. They can be, but they're not right now. But they will probably end up being. And happy birthday, thank you. My birthday isn't actually until October, but we are actually celebrating it this year, and I have not done that before, because normally it's in the middle of my Boobtober fundraising, but because the fundraising this year is specifically what I'll be doing is between the 12th and the 18th, it means that I'm actually free on my birthday, which I normally am not. Ah, there it is, Boobtober. Yeah, Dakoba. I think I mentioned this to you, where Pete said, oh yeah, jelly, boobs, speaking of boobs, jelly. And I was like, you can't do that to me. Oh, damn it. They were talking about it as well, which was very sweet of them. I'm really impressed with how far it's been spreading over the years. And yeah, so far, let me have a little look at how many streamers we've got on this Discord, because we've got quite a few. Bear in mind, the biggest year for Boobtober, where we raised nearly 10K for breast cancer awareness, we had 23 streamers that year who took part. This year, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure some people won't be able to actually stream and like things will happen, and like it always happens when you plan in advance. But so far in Boobtober, we have 71 members. 71. We have nearly 3 times the amount of our biggest ever Boobtober ever. We have nearly 3 times the amount of streamers that are interested. We have more streamers online right now than we did in the entirety of the biggest year we've ever done. So, if you're interested in taking part in what will probably be the biggest Boobtober to date, based on how many people are showing an interest and signing up and stuff, definitely recommend !Boobtober. I'm obviously very biased because it is my event, but I recommend it. I also recommend it highly if you're someone on Twitch who wants to get into fundraising. If you have an interest in like doing more charity stuff with your Twitch channel, maybe have a little look, because basically, you can do your first charity stream on your own. There are plenty of tutorials, but it's often easier to do it as part of a team because you can ask questions. There are people who can answer said questions. So if you are interested in doing more charity stuff, maybe have a little look at Boobtober as your first event, because it's a very supportive community where it's very easy to start, and you have plenty of people to reach out and help you if you have any questions. You got a reputation. I'm getting the booby reputation. Very nice. You've been a busy girl. I've been going nuts with marvelous design and practicing my dresses and swimsuits. I would love to get into doing swimsuits, to be honest. It's just, I think I'd have to buy a lot of the fabric online, and it just gives me that bit of like, well, I've never felt it kind of thing, but I would love to do swimsuits, to be honest. I really enjoyed bras. I can only imagine I'd love doing swimsuits. I would, if I didn't work as much as I do. I haven't hit go live since, oh, bless you, no, you're fine. It's like, it's completely understandable. And like, a lot of people have said like, oh, I'd love to take part. I really care about breast cancer, but I can't this year. Very understandable. Like, I don't want to guilt trip anyone into taking part. That's not my intention. I want to shout it out as much as possible for people that can. But if you can't,
don't worry about it. The other thing is with charity and fundraising, especially with this, so breast cancer awareness is very close to my heart. I've worked with people with breast cancer for years, so it's something that I care about a lot. With breast cancer awareness, some of the most important things you can do is just talk openly about breast cancer. It's just, you know, make sure that you know what the signs of breast cancer are, so if you see any of those signs in yourself or in somebody else, in a partner or something like that, that you can take yourself to the doctor. The police are here for me. Oh dear, my time has come. I talked about boobs on Twitch too much. Is that you want to? No, I don't want to guilt trip people into participating. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Yeah, no, not at all. But I want people to take part. I want to see people taking part. I love seeing everyone bringing their own perspective to breast cancer awareness, because breast cancer is like, you know, it's one of those things, because it's got boobs in it, you do get the whole ho boobs on Twitch lol kind of crowd. But like, breast cancer is one of those things that can, like, you know, affect so many people. It affects everyone. Like, just to be clear, I know I've said this before, but there's always a new person in chat that needs to hear it. If you're a man, you can get breast cancer. If you're young, you can get breast cancer. Even if you've had your breast removed, you can still get breast cancer. Breast cancer can affect literally anyone at any age. It's very unfortunate. It is the most common cancer in the world. If you are a woman, you have a 1 in 7 chance of getting breast cancer in your lifetime. It is insanely common. And with breast cancer, it's really, really important that you can catch it early. The reason that you want to catch it early is because metastatic, or when breast cancer spreads, so I think it's also called stage 4 breast cancer, when it spreads from the breasts, it goes to all the most dangerous parts of your body. It's going to your brains, it's going to your bones, it's going to your lymph nodes. It is incredibly dangerous if you don't catch it early on. And a lot of what prevents people from going to the doctors about finding a lump or finding something unusual is the stigma to do with breast cancer. It's the fear of showing it to a doctor. It's the worry of being judged and all that kind of stuff. So doing breast cancer awareness, one of the most important things you can do that has nothing to do with streaming or fundraising, is just know for yourself that if you ever found a lump, that you would take yourself to the doctor. Like, just to promise yourself, hey, if something changes, if I notice something abnormal, I will take myself to the doctor. It's the best thing you can do. Doing Breast Cancer Awareness Month has nothing to do with fundraising, has nothing to do with spreading a message. It's like literally just for yourself, if you ever found something that you thought could be breast cancer, to take yourself to the doctor. Like, that's it. That's all I want to do with my fundraising. I want people in my community, if they find something concerning, to take themselves to the doctor and not worry too much about the stigma. That's why I talk about my own experiences. I've had boob lumps 3 times and they've all been different things. So I've had a bit of an experience now with going to the doctors and showing them the weird lumps on my body. And it's, you know, that's why I talk about it doing breast cancer awareness. That's the perspective that I take. I take the perspective of someone who's very lumpy and often has to go to the doctor for lumps. So I can talk about the experience, talk about like what it's like, talk about other symptoms that aren't just lumps, because there are other things you can look for as well. So that hopefully if anyone in my community does find something that's concerning, that they will advocate for themselves and take themselves to the doctor. So, you know, raising money is amazing. Being able to like talk openly about boobs on Twitch is fantastic. But my main goal is always getting it so that if anyone in my audience was ever concerned, that they would be in a position where they would take themselves to the doctor. You know? That's my goal. Everyone has different goals. So, you know, we have people, I think Shifty previously has streamed specifically talking about male breast cancer and mental health around breast cancer, right? We have other people previous years. I know definitely George and Damos focused on male breast cancer one year, where they were talking about, you know, how men can get breast cancer, the stigma about male breast cancers and stuff like that. And they made so much of their audience aware, because if you have more of a male-focused audience, then yeah, letting them know, by the way guys, you also can get breast cancer, and these are the symptoms, is really useful. It gets that out there. It means that those guys will hopefully take themselves to the doctor. It's important. It's very important. Reminds me of along my arm. You should go get that checked out. Even if it is something not dangerous, it is better to have a doctor check it out. I can say all of my 3 lumps, only one of them has been like a bit more concern. And even then, I'm so glad I went to a doctor. I had to have a surgeon look at it. We had to have proper conversations. I had to have follow-up appointments. I had to have scans, tests. And I'm very lucky that I did go. It's unfortunate what it ended up being, but like, it wasn't cancer, which is always what you're hoping to hear. Dr. Jelly. I am not a doctor. Jelly is not actually a doctor. Please do not take medical advice from me. The only medical advice that I give is go to a doctor. if you have concerns, go to a doctor. That is the extent of the medical advice I will ever give. Oh dear. Have a professional look at it. Oh dear. Yeah, I talked about male breast cancer and mental health. There you go. Yeah, like lots of people focus on different parts of breast cancer because it's so big, because it's spread so wide. There's so many areas you can focus on. And yeah, for me personally, I focus on the experience of going to doctors and also like what it's, you know, why it's important to go to the doctors, why it's important and why it's not scary and doesn't have to be scary, and like the freedoms that you have as a patient to ask for things to be done a specific way if you are nervous, you know, all that kind of stuff. I know we have people joining this year who might be taking it from a dysphoria side of things. So people who are non-binary, people who are transgender, talking about breast cancer separate from dysphoria or how it affects their gender dysphoria and stuff like that. A perspective that I could never give as someone who is just a cisgender woman. Like I can't give what that would be like, but we have people hopefully taking part this year. I've had a couple people mention it, that they might talk about that as a big part of their streams. Again, it's a really different take. We have people who have had cancer talking about it. People who have lost people to cancer talking about it. You know, you have so many different perspectives when it comes to breast cancer. There are so many different things that you can talk about. That's why I invite anyone to take part, whether it be your first stream, whether it be, and also, even if you're not streaming, again, just know for yourself what breast cancer is. If you're a guy, know that you can get it. Know what the symptoms are, you know, stuff like that, so that you can keep yourself safe, because at the end of the day, it is unfortunate, but I believe we calculated about 300 people in my audience statistically will get breast cancer. That's just how it is. That's statistically, that's the numbers. Around 300 people in my community will get breast cancer. It's really, really, really common at some point in their life. And for those 300 people, and the people that know them, or people that know those 300 people, you know, I just really hope for an early diagnosis. There are some times where you don't get any symptoms and you won't find out until it is too late. It's very unfortunate, but hopefully for the people that do have outward symptoms, just knowing what they are can save your life. So fingers crossed. That's my hope. That's always my hope. Ah, dear. I will say as well, I did put, because I do focus more on metastatic breast cancer and stuff like that. So BCRF did actually post a video about metastatic breast cancer. Metastatic breast cancer is when the breast cancer is spread and is no longer curable. So it is the type of breast cancer that kills you. A lot of people are living with metastatic breast cancer. It means at some point it will kill them. Doesn't necessarily mean it's today. Could be several years down the line. And there are treatments that are out there that can help keep it from growing too quickly. You can live with metastatic breast cancer for quite a while. But I often focus on that because that's what you want to avoid more than anything else. It's a very, very, very scary diagnosis. And BCRF did actually recently, they took a lot of questions from people who had had breast cancer and who had metastatic breast cancer specifically. And there is that video in the Boobtober Discord if you want to see it. I'm going to put a pretty heavy trigger warning on talking about end of life, because that is what it's focusing on. It is focusing on a group of women who, the people there are actors who are reciting what people have submitted, but all of the words are submitted by people going through it. So it could be quite upsetting, but as a heads up, if that is part of breast cancer that you want to learn more about, BCRF keep producing videos like this where they can teach you more about specifics. This video in particular, I really liked, and this is the reason I shared it, because it is what to say and what not to say to people with breast cancer, specifically with metastatic breast cancer. So it's people talking about the things that people have said that have really helped them and the things that people have said that have really hurt them. And yeah, that's what the video is. So if you are concerned about talking to people with breast cancer, because there's a chance people might come into your channel while you're streaming that have breast cancer, that could be a useful video to you of what not to say, what not to say to people. A lot of it is, I would say, common sense, but for me personally, I find that sort of thing really helpful. I do sometimes need someone to spell out exactly what not to say. And so I find videos like that to be incredibly helpful. Is there a video to help us get through your streams? That's this video. That's this stream. That I'm doing that stream right now, actually. I'm right now teaching you how to get through my streams. Have you learned much? Have you been taking notes? I hope so. I should hope that you've been taking notes. Otherwise, how are you going to like recite all of this for the test? Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me. Sorry, I must scream. Can you see my hair slowly frizzing because it's warm? I like feel it. I'm like feeling my hair moving on my scalp trying to frizz because of the warm weather. I love it. It's my favorite. There's a test. There is a test. Yeah, I'm gonna be quizzing you on how to get through my streams. I choose to not retain like 90% of what you think. Honestly, I think that's the safest way of entering a lot of people's streams, but definitely entering my streams. And don't retain too much. Sometimes it's best to just forget. There we go. We're at 220, by the way. 220. We are zooming, as the kids would say. Oh dear, we are getting very, very far. We are nearly 1/16 of the way there. Nearly. Sorry, I had to do real quick math there. Nearly 1/16 of the way through. Oh dear. There says it's a weekly prostitute. Could you imagine? I feel like that would be banned on Twitch. There's no way. Dear, well, being wholesome would be an immediate win. Yeah, anime, you know what? I don't tell the other students, but you've already passed the test. Don't worry. But like, you still have to sit the test just for like, you know, visually that you know, for fairness. But you've already passed. I've already done your score, and you've got a passing grade. Do not worry. Oh dear. But don't tell the others. That's secret. You know, can't tell people that. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I'm very, very excited for Boobtober this year. I am overwhelmed with the amount of support we've had from the streaming community so far. Like, genuinely. We've had so many that I keep saying this. I need to go through and I need to follow everyone because I've been meeting streamers through this, which is mad. Like, that never happens. I'm always out here inviting people. Very rarely does it leave my circle of streamers where I actually, or like the circle of streamers that I am in, where I actually have other people coming in. And I think this raid train is going to be insane, to be honest. I think it's going to be really, really fun. I hope that it's really fun for everyone taking part. I will soon be adding everyone just to like start getting people in a little bit more because we do actually already have a lot of people that are signed up, but it would just be nice to get some general ideas because then I can start putting my streams in as well. I can't plan mine until everyone else's has got theirs in. It's the problem of being the organizer. I'm gonna start pinging people for it soon where I'm like, me. Hello. Oh dear, God, it's been going so well. Yeah, like I'm so pleased. I mean, this is the 3rd year running it. It's, you know, it is a labor of love, but I am very, very overwhelmed with the support that we've been having, you know, as well, because I don't want to name too many names here because I feel like these people, I would rather say it when they're around. But we've been having streamers reach out to other communities who have then reached out to other communities who have then reached out to other communities. Like every day we have people joining that server from different people who have been like, hey, I know the streamer Jelly who's doing this event. Would you be interested in joining? And it's mad. It's absolutely mad. And I am incredibly grateful for everyone who's been advertising Boobtober, for everyone who's joined Boobtober, of course. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's gonna be really fun. Our goal is to raise $10,000. I be honest, maybe this is me. If all 70 people take part that are in, like, we are gonna smash that. But I think we got this. I feel like we got this. We're gonna raise the most money ever. And we're gonna get loads of breast cancer research funded. And it's going to be amazing. And lots of people are going to be talking about boobs for a whole month. Who doesn't love that? Everyone loves boobs. Look at this boob that I made. Everyone loves boobs. Like, you're going to tell me you don't like this? Everyone likes this. Making a meeting streamers? Yeah, with meat in my hands, covered in meat, smelling like meat. Yeah. Made a pickle sandwich. Delicious. I love a pickle sandwich. No wonder you're sick. No, pickle is good. Pickle is delicious. I will hear about school tomorrow. Good luck. I hope that it goes well. Hell yeah. Pickles. Pickles are delicious. I give you some. They're not even close. They're not even close. I thought it was a boob. It's a boob. Boobs are great. We all love this. Everyone loves this. We protect this. That dot in the middle. Yeah, the dot is not meant to be a nipple. It's meant to be like the center point because obviously it's like going down to help you with like stretching it and stuff like that so that it looks normal. That's what the center point is. It is literally just there to help, but it does make it look like a nipple. And you know what? I'm gonna run with it. Alien, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Boobs are great. They are. Hell yeah. And it's nice to meet so many people that share my passion for boobs. Ah, dear. It is boob indeed, yeah. It's not meant to be a boob, but like, it does look like a boob. It's like there's meant to be like a dot in the middle because when the thing goes down, the impact point would be to the center, if that makes sense. So like that bit needs to go down. So you use that to get the spread, if that makes sense. It's explained in the animation stuffs. Like I copied that. I was just like, okay, they say to do this, I'll do what they say. I'm a noob. I need the pro to tell me what to do. And it works. Luna, boobs are the best. I'm on my way back from the fabric store. Oh, did you enjoy it? I know that you said you didn't really need anything, but I hope you still had a good time. Yeah, I made a boob. I made a booba. Look at the booba. I'm not the biggest fan of boobs, but anime, how do you feel about man boobs? Moobs. Male boobs, male chest. Non-binary boobs. Non-binary chest. That's the problem with boobs. It's very female leading. All boobs are good boobs. How do we feel about a good moob? A good mooba? Because man boobs, still valid. Non-binary boobs, still valid. All boobs are good. We like all boobs here. It's the first phrase that I ever learned in Welsh. Between Hoffi Pop Math Bronai, we like all kinds of boobs. Titties are men? Male chest? Moobs? I need to return it. Oh no. Oh dear. Boobs are boobs. Boobs are boobs. All boobs are boobs. Oh dear. That's a man boobs I do like. That's a different story. Exactly. There's a kind of boob for everyone. Middies. Anime me too. Yeah. Oh, me three. Although I like both. I am a very much a... I am happy with any and all boob. Any all boob. Any all and all boob I am happy about. But yeah, I am of the opinion that there is a boob to everyone. You know, some people are more into woman boobs, some people are more into man boobs, some people are into non-binary boobs. Me, all boobs. I like all boobs. Buy me dinner first. Well, before I say that I like all of your boobs. Oh dear. True, sorry, my bad. What dinner do you like? If I was to take you out to dinner, Dakota, what would it be? What's the dinner? Oh dear. People like moobs, the hot tubs. It was true. A lot of people do like boobs. I like all boobs. Me too. Me too. High five, Luna. Heckin' all boob lovers. Same, Sonny, same. See, world peace. Boobs. Boobs is world peace. Everyone can agree. We all like some kind of boobs. Oh dear. There we go. I mean, to be fair, it is just like, you like cushions? I like cushions. Cushions are pretty great. Not high effort. I put out for a sandwich. A sandwich? Ooh, to be fair though, I know some pretty good sandwich places in Wales. Oh dear. Oh, yeah, I got some good sandwich places on lock. I am also a fan of a good sandwich. I don't normally get them out and about, but like if it's really hot and I want a good sandwich, I need some good sandwiches. I need some white fabric for waistcoat and I got cream. Ah, I see. Take it out to dinner. Guy dinner. Guy dinner. Wait, you can take me out to guy dinner. Guy dinner. Guy dinner. Dina, ni. I'm so confused. Wait, how do you say that? I'm having a time. And then pull that thing. Okay, nice, yeah. Oh dear, maybe I should go to Wales then. Yeah, we like sandwiches, so I'm still thrown off by Dina. Oh dear, heading into work. Oh, I love that I dropped into the boob talk. Hell yeah, you can always initiate boob talk. We'll always take it, Alien, but good luck with work. I hope that it goes well. Oh dear, love some pillows. Hell yeah, I also love pillows. Dear, do you know that girl dinner meme? No? Wait, is girl dinner pizza? Because I'm okay with that. I'll be a girl for pizza. I will also just be a girl in general, but I would also be a girl for pizza. Welsh people love pillowy baps. True. True. Oh dear. Whereas back where I'm from, we're more of a buddy kind of people. Pillowy buddies. Baps or buddies, though. Baps and buddies are both good. They both mean... weirdly, also could be pizza things. Oh dear. Hello friend, did you perchance ever work for Kodak? Nah, I just buy clothes from the secondhand store. But welcome on in, Andrew. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're talking about a feminine dinner, I believe. I could be wrong. Female dinner. Or maybe male dinner. I'm a little confused. Also, my thread has snapped. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to fix it. Oh dear. I bet one of my parents was the founder. Oh yeah. My parents worked for Kodak actually. Lol. Yeah, that's for true. Thank you, Andrew. True. Look at live stream chat. It's short. Okay. Okay. You know what? I was tying thread anyway. I can look at live stream chat. Excuse. Oh, I've accidentally minimized you guys. I'm sorry. I went to look for live stream chat. Accidentally got rid of OBS. Girl dinner trending.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Oh, girl dinner.
It's corn. Do we just eat corn?
This is my meal.
That's just corn.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner.
That's just corn.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner.
Listen, I like corn. I like what they're doing with the corn as well, because I also slather my corn in butter. But like, that's just corn. That's just corn. Isn't that tapas? No, it's corn. Also, Matrix, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Girl dinner, for those not on TikTok, it's a pretty simple concept. Involves you filling a plate with a bunch of small snacks to replace a meal. Oh, okay. Oh, I do that. Yeah. Okay, well, now I just feel called out. Excuse me. Oh, dear. People done versions of it. It's called tapas. It's actually called girl dinner. Yeah, I do that, actually. Especially when I'm not feeling well. If I'm not feeling well, I'm like, let me just replace everything. Tap ass? I mean, probably not right now. Not during Sone's any percent human fountain run. I would probably wait till after that run is over, and then maybe you can tap ass. I think until then, tapping ass might be an illegal move for the speed run. You know? I love girl dinner. I think I do too. I might need to see more versions of this, because that was just corn. And like, don't get me wrong, I like corn. No, that's not my dinner. Oh dear. My girl dinner would probably be, when I'm not feeling well and I just eat stupid things, I eat plain pasta with like salt on it. Is that girl dinner? Plain pasta with salt on it? And then that stops me feeling so sick. Oh, shoot. What's wrong with this thread though, actually? Okay. We're gonna fix this, but something is wrong with this thread. It's very bad. Maybe this person will just have, what do they have? Do they have anything? They have a line for a head. I'm going to leave that as it is. They will continue to have a line for a head. Classify me, I'm just going, this is my meal. I call it girl dinner. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start doing that and it's gonna really piss off Shiny. I love plain pasta with garlic sauce. I just like plain pasta. I also like plain rice though, so. I'm guessing you don't know about girl maths then. No. What is girl maths? Please educate me. You know, I would like to become a better girl, so if you could educate me on what I'm meant to math and what I'm meant to eat, I'll do it, please. I need all the help I can get. Oh dear, I just love garlic. Oh, I do love garlic bread. What the heck is girl maths? I would like to know as well. I would also like to know. I'm training on becoming a girl right now. I'm very sweaty. My god, it is hot. Girl dinner today is just gonna be Ben and Jerry's, I think. I think that's what it's gonna be. I'll say yes, sir. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Just gonna put that back on again. Actually, wait. Before you start calling down the room, how hot is it here? It's 29. We hit 29. It's a toasty in here. Oh dear. What is girl maths? Hello, Queena. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're learning about girls' dinner right now, which is a new concept to me, but I don't hate it. Oh dear. 29. Hell yes, guys. Good morning. I want Hobbit maths. Hell yeah. I think I know what girl maths is, and apparently I've been doing it for years. Wait, what is girl maths? Wait, I want to do girl maths. Which one do the thing with garlic bread? I'm like, oh, allergic to garlic, so you're lost. Can you do garlic powders, or is it like, no? Anything with the smallest amount of garlic in it is a na. Oh. I'm assuming probably nah, because it does have garlic in it. I've got to have emotes in here now. I've been lurking and I think I don't have any. Oh, Skies! Listen, my tip, if you have no emotes, like, I would say just spam this one. Because everyone has this emote, and I haven't met anyone who doesn't like that emote. Everyone likes that emote. If you're like, I don't have any emotes, but I want to spam, that's the one. That's the one. It's everyone likes that emote. It is everyone. No, Sonny, I'm deleting that. You're wrong. Hey, you're right. You're right. Nigel does, yeah. Mostly fresh. Powder doesn't make me react quite as bad. I mean, I'm glad that there's that at least. Also, Alexa, good morning. It's gonna be 35 here today. The sweat is real. Yeah, I'll be a sweaty lady. At some point, I will stop stream because it's gonna get too hot. But for now, we're gonna temper the temperature with my air conditioning unit. That I saw yesterday. Let this one too. Yeah, it's a roller coaster. Jelly reading my messages. It is. It's like you're wrong. You're wrong. You're right. It's all over the place. I was considering buying a new bag that's $400 pounds, but I decided not to. I gained 400 pounds. Girl maths. What? Is that what girl maths is? Because you didn't spend it on something else, you've gained the money? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if my brain can handle that. Thank you for the dancing dinos, by the way. Everyone loves the dancing dino emote. There is not, like, literally, everyone. If you're ever like, damn, I don't have any emotes in this channel, so I can't. The dancing dino emote, everyone loves it. It was an all-round winner on Twitch's half. 21 here, hitting 29. Oh dear, not spending is saving. I think I budget, so it's probably not like I might not be a good candidate for that. Never mind, I have not been doing that for years. Oh dear, 21 here too. Oh god, it's 9 plus 10. That's 21. I know this. I don't know what it's from though. I just know that 9 plus 10 is 21. I don't know why, but I know that it is true. 25 here now? How are we still hitting harder? What in the heck? Unfortunately, my computer is not giving me the estimated temperature that it is now because it's telling me that the Australian dollar is on the decline. Instead of telling me the temperature, it's telling me about Australian things, which is like fine, sure, you go for it, but like I kind of would like to know. Oh, I do not like girl maths. I don't think I do either. I kind of like budgeting. It's fine. There you go. It's true. Yeah, 9 plus 10 is 21. I mean, can you try this 9 plus it isn't 21? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. And I definitely am not going to. Mine won't tell me that. Wait, yours won't tell you that the Australian dollar is going down? Yeah, mine is telling me. It's like, sometimes it tells me the weather, other times it tells me about the stock market and the currency and stuff. I don't really care about that so much, but I also don't care enough to change it. The Australian dollar is always on the decline. It's minus 0.86% right now, in case anyone was curious. Yeah. Oh, there we go, that's changed. It is now telling me that we have a very high pollen count. We are actually in a red area for pollen. That is actually, though, I would say, kind of useful. I don't mind that. That's not useless information for me, at least. Thank you for telling me about the pollen count. I have Monopoly money. I can be rich. Oh my god. Oh dear, I suck at normal maths. Girl maths is a nope. Yeah, I like calculators are pretty good. Calculators are pretty good. Oh, body chest, lol. If you fold up paper towel and tuck it under the bra, it helps tons. You know, if you get an air conditioning unit, it's actually at about perfect height if you sit on the floor to about here. Which means, if you really needed to cool down quickly, you could just sit right in front of the window blasting out ice cold air like... It's not perfect for, like, you know, long term, but for the short term, it's pretty good. The only problem is you need an air conditioning unit, which my first year having one. I love it. It's great. Wouldn't it mean that? Oh, streamer is trapped. I am trapped. Pollen is taking over the world, and I don't like pollen, which means that is useful information for me. To be fair, I justify buying things by how often I use it. So if something costs £50 and I use it 100 times, I've been like, yeah. To be fair, do the same thing. Where I'm like, will I use it a lot? If I'm gonna use it a lot, is it worth it, kind of thing. I do that with like craft supplies a lot. If you do that, Robert, that is true. Yeah, it is free. 2 seconds, my feet are warm, but you don't get to see this. This is OnlyFans content. That's the other nice thing. You can kind of just put your feet in front of the aircon unit and it's like, oh, so cold. So cold. Yes. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. You don't get to see it. You lubing your feet up, don't need to. It's warm enough that is no longer necessary. Dig, no, do like cold air and a lot of wind. I do kind of like cold air and a lot of wind. Also, welcome on in, Scott. I hope you're doing well. That looks like the worst, to be fair. No, sorry. I didn't. I don't think I did. Sauce. But if you could, then you'd still only have one top. True. Oh dear. No foot cam, no foot cam. You don't get to see my feet. A lot of sus people in chat. It's like, no feet? Yeah, I am withholding premium content. That's for my OnlyFans viewers. Sorry, you don't just get feet. Also, I don't have an OnlyFans, so I'm advertising something that doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Could also justify saying it's 400 when it's divided by that, it's only 1 day, and that's not a lot. And that's how I justify things when I spend a lot. I think I also, like, for instance, PC, massive spend. Like, big spend for me. Would never normally buy something like that. But I justified the spend by 1, I use it every single day. 2, I mainly funded it by streaming, which I need a PC for anyway. So like, you know, a lot of the money that I was going through, like subs and stuff like that, went towards the PC. It didn't fully cover it, but it covered like a lot of it. And then yeah, I've used it every day for like years now. Super worth it. And it's meant that I could do a lot of things that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. So it's also opened up new avenues for me, which has been really, really fun. So yeah, that's justified. For me at least. Holds up dismembered foot. That, you know what though? That would also be for OnlyFans. I would also not put that on Twitch. That's 2.5 weeks of groceries. I do though, to be fair, actually now that you've said that, I do equate bits to groceries, and I've done that for years. Like when people are like, whenever someone like donates 100 bits, that's 5 donuts. For me at least. So it's like, are you sure that you want to donate 100 bits, or would you rather eat 5 donuts? And like stuff like that, you know? I don't know. I like equating things like that to food. Welsh donuts, true. Let me just clarify. Poor Sonne could not afford a donut with Twitch bits. The Twitch bits on Sonne's part, you'd have to donate like 500 bits for a donut. Because they're cruel over there and they price the donuts so high. Oh dear. That's some cheap donuts. Oh. Ooh. Oh, thank you so much for the donuts. Hell yeah. I will have some. Well, actually, I might have a custard slice, if that's okay. Rather than the donuts. Because I find custard slices nice in the summer, right? Custard slices, good summer foods. Donuts? Welsh donuts. I don't know if you're getting 5 donuts for that much. What are you talking? Like, literally. Like, oh my god. Shifty, how expensive is 5 donuts for you? Shifty, do you wanna show off? Also, I'm not gonna be explicit, but like in a lot of the larger supermarkets, like bigger supermarkets like Asda, Twitch? Not Twitch. Asda, Tesco, Morrison's. No, I'm not Morrison's. Morrison's is a bit more expensive. But they do it. 60p for 5 donuts. I was gonna say, you think I get donuts cheap? Wait till you see how cheap Shifty gets donuts. Shifty gets donuts even cheaper than I get donuts. Yep. These nuts, which to choose? It's hard. It's very difficult. It's difficult to make a choice. Here's like 200 bits for 1. Yeah! See, and I'm like, listen, you wanna spend those 200 bits on me? Because you could be getting yourself a donut. 4-pack of Yum Yums, 65. Oh, that's powerful, that is. I do like Yum Yums. Yum Yums are pretty top tier. There you go. Yeah, so with the bits that Shifty just gave me 69 bits, I could get a 4-pack of Yum Yums with that. But if Shifty had kept the 69 bits, they could have got a 4-pack of Yum Yums. Oh dear. Heck yeah, I don't really like donuts, I do. Alright, what other foods can we use? Watermelon? A watermelon's like £1. Or like a small one. You get a small watermelon. It's nice and hot. You can have a nice cold watermelon in your hot day. Also, Morikyu, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. I've had when there's only remember time when supermarkets didn't exist. Food stalls were like little stalls and like individuals. I reckon you could go, oh! Nice. If I could take 1 donut out of a pie packet, it'd be 35 cents or 25. 20. Right? For me, well, for mine at least, it'd be 20. But had you said chocolate, a whole other deal. Chocoholic, I don't kid around with that. See, I like chocolate, but I don't often go for chocolate over other things. It's like, I like it, but in small amounts. I'm a small amount chocolate person. Oh dear. Whereas Yum Yums, oh, I can murder for Yum Yums, honestly. Back to back, delicious. I love Yum Yums. It would give me a migraine almost 100%, but would it be worth it for the Yum Yums? I'd say so. I'd say so. In my own personal opinion, yes, very. Good God, it is hot today. Oh my God. Shifty, are you planning on streaming later? Anyone in the UK, are you planning on streaming later today? It is hot. Can you tell? I am like, my God, I have my aircon on and I am like, it's toasty in here. My God. It's like 5:54. No. Oh, that is awful. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. What's that in Celsius? It's oof. In Celsius. In Celsius, it's 29 degrees in this room. 29, and it's only just hitting midday. It gets hotter later. Oh dear. My hands are always too hot for chocolate. I also melt chocolate quite quickly. I have toasty hands. Unless I'm having a migraine, my hands are toasty. And we can just whip off our shirts. I would, but I won't, because it's probably a bad call. Oof. I know it's around 90, yeah. My room is only 28. Yeah, but as soon as you start streaming, you know how your PC just, like, everyone's PC just goes when you start streaming, and then it heats up the room a couple of extra degrees. As soon as you start streaming. Kapoof. No, if anyone in the UK is planning to stream this week in general, I wish you good luck. I probably will be doing shorter than usual streams this week, because as you can probably tell, it's getting really, really hot really quickly, and it's just not good to be sat in that level of heat for too long, I don't think. So, yes. I will not be going as long as usual this week. I'm still planning to stream, to be fair, just do shorter ones. Like, 3 hours feels like about a good amount, because then it hits midday, and then it'll only get hotter since then. I was about to hit start stream and I forgot I hadn't put a shirt on yet. Okay, but there was one very infamous time on this channel that I forgot to put on my trousers. and I streamed for like an hour and a half before I realized, because I don't look down, like I didn't realize. And I looked down and I was like, well, I think what I felt was I felt like I put my hand on my leg, and I was like, wait a minute, I've got my hand on my leg. Like, that's not normal. And I looked down and I wasn't wearing my trousers. And I had to ask Deimos to go back through the footage of my stream while I was live and double check that I hadn't accidentally, like, gotten up a little too much and, like, shown off my underwear. Which, thankfully, I had not. But yeah, that was a stream. You just get really relaxed because you get so used to it, right? You're just like, oh, back to streaming, fun times, fun times. I didn't know I had legs. I can show you a little bit of my leg. I'm wearing shorts though. Ah! A teeny tiny leg, there it is. I have legs. I have knees. Surprise. Like, the thing is, oh, can I do it today? Sometimes if you don't wear shorts and you put your legs up like this, it's not really a good top for it, but you can kind of make them look like your boobs a little bit. But I don't think I'm wearing like a good top for it today. Like for your Twitch thumbnail, you know? Can I make it look like I have a pair of tits? Maybe if I like draw some little nipples on them or something, it'd be more obvious. I won't do that because I feel like that's pushing Twitch's boundaries, and I do not want to be pushing Twitch's boundaries. But I'm just saying. Oh dear, legs confirmed. Yeah, this is the stream where I confirm that I do in fact have legs. Underwear, not underwear. Technically it's pretty shorts. Yeah, for sure. Underwear can be pretty shorts. Any port in a store? Like, yeah, actually stuff like this where like you have like something over the top of it and then you have your knees there. Sometimes for some reason in the what do you call it? In the YouTube thumbnails it can just look like a pair of tits. No, that's a standing up also. I am standing up, you're right. I always stand up on stream. Always. Okay. You're taking a bit too much of the moisture from this room right now. Pretty off topic, but any chicken. I saw. At first, I thought it was a joke. I thought it wasn't real. I was like, there's no way they're doing anything with Chicken Run after all this time. But they are. I was super surprised. I am very excited to see what happens. I'll be honest, I just love that kind of like stop motion vibe. So I'm looking forward to it. Knees are allowed, but not feet. Yeah. Well, no, you're allowed to show feet, but not if they're sexy. So like if you're like focusing on your feet as like as a more sexy component of your stream, probably best not to. Oh dear. Yeah. So my feet are fine then. Well, we've had this discussion before, Dakoba, and the results might surprise you. So we had like a discussion stream this year. It was like much earlier this year though, where we had some people with anonymous accounts come into the stream and talk about what they liked with foot fetishes. So people who were like I guess identified foot fetishists, people that liked feet. And we talked to them about it. And what we found is actually the majority of the people that we talked to that liked feet actually didn't like smooth feet. They liked feet with a bit of roughness, like not dirty, but like some hair and wear was like, people like that. So what you might be assuming as like not good for foot fetishes, you actually might be wrong. If you've got really smooth feet, I think there is an audience for you, but it's like, maybe not as big as you'd think. And a lot of people, same with hands as well. We had the discussion as well. I just assumed that if you liked hands or feet, you liked really smooth hands and feet and like really like nice, pristine. But like, and there are a group of people that do like that. But it actually seems like there's a huge audience as well for like roughed up hands with some scarrings, hands with some hair, like hands that are used. Like, and it's like, oh, I don't know. I didn't expect it. But there you are. Oh dear. Most people have ugly feet, but I guess we'll never know. I will say one of my foot in particular, I think it's this one. Yeah, so one of my feet, I had an incident, okay? I had a foot incident where I like smashed my foot in and it blew up. And so I really did kind of destroy the top of my foot. And like it's healed relatively well, but there's like this massive, it's almost like a scar, but it's not quite a scar. There's just like a massive patch of skin that's like really leathery on my foot from where it swelled up and was rubbing against everything. So I have like a callus on the top of my foot from where I had like this foot injury. So my left foot is kind of crazy looking because like it's got an extra lump on it, like from where things moved around a bit, and then it's got this massive callus on the top where it's like, ah yes, weird foot, weird. But then I can also move my toes independently, so you know, I think any points I lose from my feet being like what people would want, I'm gonna assume I earn back with foot fetishists because I can move my toes. I can like spread my toes out and stuff like that. A special skill, moving my toes independently. Oh, my feetsies are super smooth. They're just huge. Well, I mean, there would be an audience for it, but yeah, I get what you mean. You might not attract as many people with that Yeti foot fetish. I'm a simple man. I want Tom Hardy to kick me down a stairwell. Understandable. Respectable, honestly. Very veiny forearms. I didn't ask about veins, actually. Maybe I should have. Yeah, I'm not sure about veins. It's taking me 5 minutes to stitch one row at the moment. Honestly, same. I really struggle in the heat. I'm going so slowly. My feet aren't weird, but I do have sentient toes. Yeah, I can like spread my feet apart and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. I can move one of them completely independent. Well, I can move my big toe and my first toe pretty much completely independently. The other ones still rely on each other to some extent, but I'm getting to the point where I can move all of them. Not that you'll ever see it. There's really no reason for me to learn that skill, but there you are. I had a big bump pop up once when I jumped off a ladder and nobody told me, and it just hurts occasionally. I mean, it's never too late to get it checked out. At least you could find out what you did. Add it to the story of when you got the bump. You can add extra context, like cliff notes. I went back to the doctors and they said this, and this, but that was like 20 years later, you know, but I still went back. Oh dear. Technically I broke a bone. I've broken my head a couple of times, but I got better, mostly. It's the only bone that I've technically broken. I've done it twice. I think the archaeologist is gonna find my skull and think I was a warrior, but I was just very accident prone. But I like the narrative that I'm a warrior with my skull in bed. I like that better. My sister cracked. They cracked your skull? What? Wait. Wait, they cracked your skull? Oh my god. How? It's like pretty hard. That's pretty hard. Heads are pretty hard. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Maggie. I will. Let me just tie us off and then I'll be right there. Oh, against a wall. That makes more sense, I guess. Yeah, I could see that. Broken legs many times. Never broken a bone in my body, though. Oh. Well, that's fine, though, because, you know, you can shapeshift, right? So it's okay, I'm assuming. Oh, God, I was about to buy coconut. Oh, my God. You know, I thought I was accident prone. That feels like even worse. Oh, dear. Alright guys, I will say I am gonna end stream there. Not because I'm not enjoying talking to you, because I am, but it's just so warm, guys. It's so warm. But like, here we are, we're getting there. We've done a lot of really good work. I need to go run away and eat some ice cream. I do actually have a tub of Ben & Jerry's downstairs, so I should be in a good place. Just for this particular week, expect how many? I don't know. At least 200. Maybe 220 something? It's on the floor now, I don't know, it's gone. Oh dear, cool down. Look at the census. The census? Wait, what? Is that for how many people have broken bones or something? Yeah, it's hot. I need to go. I need to be off. Oh, wait. Is Dem playing Minecraft? Is Dem playing Minecraft? Oh, we're gonna go watch Dem play Minecraft. I love Minecraft. Dem is one of our mods, by the way. Very, very sweet bean. Does really fun streams. I think they might have been doing book club earlier, but it looks like they've switched over now to be doing some heckin' Minecraft. Oh, so thank you, Go. They are. Hell yeah. Oh, they have a good one. You too. Have a good one, everyone. I hope everyone cools down. I hope everyone, if you're in the UK, that you have some ice cream or sorbet or some cold thing that can help you cool down a little bit. I have a half tub of cookie dough Ben & Jerry's, which I am going to consume. Oh dear, sounds good. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Thank you for popping by, everyone. See you later, boob woman. See you later, another boob. Grab raid call, let's go send some love to Dem. There we go. Bidum badum. A bidum badum badum.